Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the Most Underrated Podcast, broadcasting from Most Underrated Studios. I am your man, Thomas the Franchise, the homie Dow Palantonio, chilling across from me, JJ Stringstein, back at the end of the table.
What's up?
Fellas. Got to start it off with that because somebody complained about it, so you know what I mean?
give him the old 1-2.
You know how we do it over here. Give him the old, give him the old 1-2. Sorry if you don't like that. I apologize. But we've been doing it since the beginning of the show, you know. So I do want to let you know that I apologize for it. And
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Oh, that sounds better with the crowd behind it.
Yeah.
Lola just got a boost. Look at the cursing, the beeps. What a start to the show. La 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 la. Do you like this song? You guys know this song?
I know the song.
I do not.
Do you know it's about accidentally boning a dude?
Yeah, it's a transvestite.
Or boning a tranny, yeah.
Yeah.
What
Something
the
about
hell?
something about a nightclub, transvestite, something.
Yeah, the Kinks guy.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I saw a dude performing this at karaoke, and I don't think he knew that it was
actually
about
going on.
The meaning.
Well, I don't think he knew, and I think he was like, as he was kind of singing the words, his face started to drop a little, and he increasingly became more and more aware that he went and did a song at karaoke.
Yeah. Because he's actually watching the screen,
Right,
and the words on there.
Exactly.
So he's like, oh,
I don't know if his friends like told him, hey, go do Lola, or if he like was like, yeah, I'm gonna go do Lola.
maybe he just really liked the song.
I was just looking at him like, what is this guy doing?
I'd be that guy too. I just like music. I don't necessarily tune into the actual meaning of the songs and lyrics sometimes. I just music.
We can tell now the camel in the room instead of the
That's true.
elephant,
Yeah.
or the fox in the room, or whatever it was.
Whatever it was. Yeah.
Fox and the Hound. I
I
don't
think it
know.
was the elephant. No, it's supposed to be the elephant.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the
See, that's a problem.
exactly. Yeah, so look at and in a deep voice, she said Lola. He went up and asked her to dance.
Yeah.
Doesn't like Aerosmith or like Queen have a similar song, like She's a Man or something like that?
Walk like a man.
Walk like
There you go. Nice. Stringer.
I know a little bit, but not a lot.
I'm not a real physical guy, but when she squeezed me tight, she nearly broke my spine. La la Lola.
Yeah. When do they have the Coca-Cola?
Why she walk like a woman but talk like a man? La la Lola.
What the hell?
I don't know. I think maybe the second verse she busts out like Coca-Cola. That one, Dal?
Or maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's the part you're talking about.
I know they had to change some of their lyrics to be able to have airplay. Do you know that?
No.
I got to figure out what
Kinks?
words though. Yeah. This song specifically.
No way.
Yeah, the airplay they had to change some of their lyrics to be able to be played on local airplay because obviously the tranny situation. I just can't remember exactly what context, but yeah.
Nice.
Crazy cool song, man.
Well, I know, yeah, that's good. Good research. Good song. Classic.
Research.
Weekends. Let's jump into the show. Welcome to the Most Underrated Podcast. I feel like we already did a show before the show today.
Yeah, we wore out.
Dude, oh my gosh. We went back and forth, round and round, talking about the Patreon tiers, trying to figure out how to adjust this thing, what we should do. And I think we're still in the same boat. We haven't figured out anything.
Yeah.
We haven't figured out what to do. I think we have a good idea.
Yeah.
I think we're going to offer... What we should have done in the beginning is we should have started from the top down. We should have offered like an all-access package that included everything and then kind of just dropped it down tier to tier to tier to tier until you're at the bottom.
Yeah.
That would have been the smart thing to do. But clearly, I mean, if you listen to the show, we're idiots. You guys know. We're not the smartest of guys. We know how to talk some shit. We know how to put on a good radio show. But as far as business, man, I wouldn't say we're the greatest.
Yeah.
As far as planning, I wouldn't say we're the greatest.
Yeah.
Cleverness, witty, underrated as a mug.
Yeah.
But business?
See, I can run a good business, but I
Right.
think when it's your own personal business, it adds a whole different element to it. You know,
Right,
like,
you're stuck
am I
with the
doing enough? Am I
decisions.
not doing enough? Am I, you're in your feelings. You're selling out of other people's checkbook versus your own, or you are
At
selling
the
out of
end
your
of
own.
the day, it all
It's-
goes back to you.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm
It's a
sick
hard
of being in my
adjustment.
feelings. Drake's been running my life enough, damn it.
No shit.
I'm fighting for my life.
But I think what we got out of the conversation was people have been wanting same day audio as well.
Video.
Video.
Yes.
It's video. Okay,
Someone
gotcha.
hit us up on Twitter, and I had a full-blown conversation with the guy. Really nice guy, but he offered a solution about it. Unfortunately, with
Wow.
our current setup, we can't do that yet. But because of Patreon and raising the tiers, hopefully we
Dude.
can provide that.
Yeah.
We found the solution to give you guys same day video. That's the hardest thing to do, because audio we can just clip it off, re-upload it, and crank it out within an hour of dropping finishing the show. Video, the only way we're going to be able to do video, it's not possible to edit, to put the footage into the computer, edit it. No matter, you could have the fastest editor in the world. The time it takes to process a 2.5 hour podcast or a 2 hour podcast, and then import and export the footage. That's what takes the majority
Literally
of the time,
importing the footage alone takes at least an hour and a half.
And you have no control over that, right?
And
that's
then I have
just
to,
a computer
that's
thing.
just going into the computer. Then I have to import it into Premiere. And then after it's done importing then I edit 2.5 hours of podcast. Then after that, I have an hour and a half of freaking exporting that thing. And it's all about time.
So
at
even
the
if
end
you're
of the day.
good, it's still
Yes.
a 4 to 6 hour process.
Yes. It's like,
Yeah.
even if I just lined it all up and just kind of let it flow through, no photos, no like individual
No
cuts or
extra
anything,
stuff, yeah.
it still would take at least a minimum of 3 hours.
Well, you're the GOAT. I believe it.
You're the go, Stringer.
You're the GOAT. I believe it.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We figured out a way to do this same day video. It's gonna cost probably close to 3 G's for us to get it done. Somewhere between 2 and 3. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
That's the additional equipment. That's the software.
You
That's
gonna need new iPad Pro.
Okay.
To be able for JJ to be able to control the show.
Yes.
like on the fly.
yes.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to be editing it while it's happening.
Can you talk? Can you be the GOAT while you're doing that?
For the first couple casts, it's going to be a struggle
All right.
because, like, honestly, I
look
don't know
forward to
how it
this.
fully works, so I'm going to have to kind of sit
It's
in
gonna
my
be a learning
corner and be
curve,
like,
yeah.
okay, this works, this doesn't
Yeah.
work, but we'll see.
Essentially, he's gonna be a TV producer, and basically, it's gonna be so cool, guys, because he'll be able to sit there, roll the show live. He'll have a live most underrated title that'll be able to roll in. He'll have photos of the shoes
Everything
already
will be
loaded
a
in
touch of
before
a
the
button.
show, so he'll be able to pop the shoes up on the screen that we're talking about, pop up any celebrity or person we're talking about, play a video clip if he wants to for the audience. He'll be able to control all that. So he's technically going to be like the producer, the Jeff Kirby out by the dumpsters,
Wow.
if you will, of
Writing the most underrated story.
yeah, exactly.
Good.
So he won't be in studio anymore. We're gonna actually have him outside in the truck by the dumpsters. He'll have a technical producer headset on. He'll be actually in our ear.
Yeah.
Mine is down here.
There's a nice alley back there. I think we can find you a 6 spot.
So we've gone from getting him the StockX job to making him the technical producer out by the dumpsters of the
Gotcha.
most underrated
Pretty
podcast.
much.
Yeah, Ted couldn't come through. He couldn't hook him up with a StockX job.
Right.
I understand.
I get it. That's how it goes. But no, so it is possible. All jokes aside, it is possible.
Yeah.
It would be a really, really cool thing if we can pull this off. It's going to cost a few G's to get it done.
Yes.
That being said, we're going to raise the Patreon tiers. We're going to come up with a whole new, and I don't want to say raise like it's a bad thing. We're just going to come up with a whole new structure. There's still going to be lower tiers for people that want to pay lower,
Rebuilding.
have lower tiers. There's going to be premium tiers for people that really want to have a premium and be involved in the show. We'll have an all access, which will give you access to everything that we do. It'll include you into everything that we do on the show. Anything from same day audio, same day video, TTF's feature footage, the merch, stickers, all kinds of stuff like that will all be involved in the all access. And we'll get into that more within the next week or so as August rolls around.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that we have the
Everything's
merch lined up on
finalized.
schedule, because once this starts,
Yeah.
I don't want the train to stop rolling. I want this to continue month to month to month. I don't want there to be a month where we just drop no merch, or I want merch every month. You know what I mean? I want new designs being cranked out. So I want to make sure we're on the right track to do that. This is the only way we can do it by, people are wanting more. People are wanting us to take it to the next level. This is the only way we can do it.
Yeah.
That's by creating an all-access version of the Patreon, creating a version of the Patreon that makes this our job full-time. Between merch, designs, logos, creating content for the cast, doing the cast twice a week, cutting up all the clips and all the promo and everything that's necessary there, creating new designs. All this stuff is going to be a full-time job for all of us. And
Or it becomes a hobby.
right, and you can't do that as a hobby. And so that's
We're-
what this is going to take.
That's why we've evolved and gotten better, but that's because you two don't have jobs. Like, it's not that I haven't pulled my weight, but I feel like if I had 40 plus hours to
Right,
devote
dude.
to this a week, I don't think we'd be where we are. You know, we would have, you know, maybe we'd have more viewers, maybe we'd have more loyalty, but we'd have more merch. We'd have more stuff in a rotation, you know, and we'd be better off because of it. I just, you know, we're just not there yet.
It just is what it is.
Totally. Excuse me. Totally agree.
Yeah.
So that being said, we went in, we talked about all that. Yeah. We'll have that coming for you within the next few weeks. We'll announce what the Patreon is going to stay the same for now. If you want to join, feel free to continue to join. Speaking of joining, we're actually going to be talking some NFL football props in this show. So let me just run down the show for you. But the reason I want to tie that in, we're going to be talking some NFL in this show. DraftKings is coming up.
Woo!
We're no longer allowed to put DraftKings links in the YouTube. If you guys have heard the show, you know there's been issues with that in YouTube. They've been pulling people's channels down if you have DraftKings links in your descriptions, all that stuff. So the only way you're going to have access to DraftKings this year is if you're a patron.
Yeah.
So if you're a patron, if you're a member of the show, the minimum's $1. As long as you donate $1 a month to the show, you'll be able to have access to all the stuff, the whole community within Patreon where you can leave comments and do all that stuff. That's where we're going to post the DraftKings link every week. It'll be found in Patreon. So if you're not a Patreon subscriber, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to participate because I don't want to put the link out on YouTube and get my channel pulled down.
It's true.
I'm not trying to put it out on Twitter when everyone doesn't follow on Twitter or some other social media. This is the easiest way. If you're connected to the show, you're paying $1 a month, you're getting access to the community.
You're in.
You can find the links. You can know what's going on with it.
I'm excited, man.
DraftKings is going to be
football season. I can smell it.
We're going to be talking some NFL on the show today. More importantly, we're going to break down some of the best over-unders that we like for the season. We've picked some games. We've targeted some games that I think have really good potential, and I think that you can make some good money on. So I'm going to give you guys some value on those games. Maybe if you're in Vegas, you're in Atlantic City, you're in a place that allows sports gambling, you can lock something in. If you're not,
bet the mortgage.
Hit me up. Hit me up. I'll lock it in for you. I don't know. But I think there's some good.
I would say hit us up. We'll fly to Vegas for them.
Yeah, exactly.
How about that?
I'll just lock all your futures in.
No problem.
Worries. So we'll talk a little bit of that today. British Open over the weekend, big time. The Tyreek Hill situation. I want to touch on that. A little bit of Kyle Korver, sneakers and fashion, YouTube comments, all the same kind of stuff. But let's start off with your weekend, man. How was the weekend? Are you able to hear? Is everything good?
Yeah, everything's good.
Okay.
Yeah, doing a little test. Yep.
Weekend-wise, how was the weekend?
Weekend for me.
You seem a little deflated, so I want to know what the hell you did this weekend. I was telling Stringsteen, you went to the bathroom. I'm like, is that all right?
Yeah.
He looks a little like, and I don't know if that's because we already did a cast this morning, basically, with going all round and round about the Patreon and all the other stuff we were discussing for the show. I'm not sure if it's that or if it's something for the weekend. So please, fill me in.
Yeah.
We need to get the energy up here. We need to get you another... Oh my goodness!
I need 3.
Yeah, we need
3 of those.
We get another Thin Lizzy down here. What's going on?
Thin Lizzy, where's the sponsorship? Yeah, these are bomb. I love Izzy's, man. I mess with Izzy's heavy, but no, man. So my routine was a little jacked up this weekend. The reason is my assistant manager's out of town, right? So he's on his little vacation. So that means your boy has to step up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I work probably one Sunday every 3 or 4 months. Like Sunday's kind of my day. That's the day that I have off. Yeah. I worked this Sunday. I worked Saturday. I worked Friday. I worked. I didn't think I had Thursday off. Thursday was the last day off. For the cast. But we were busy with Ted and doing all that. So it was a crazy, crazy week. It feels like it's been a 5-day work week already, man. And my next day off isn't till Wednesday. That being said, so you have that schedule a little different. Well, my schedule was also jacked up because your boy's trying to watch the Open Championship.
Oh, jeez.
And we know British Standard Time versus our time doesn't work out.
Right.
Okay? You want to start watching some of the first tee times, they start at about 11:30 p.m. our time.
You're going to be up till 3
You know what I mean?
watching that shit.
3 a.m. is when some of them were starting, dog. Like
insane.
Rory McIlroy, some of those, the first 2 rounds, dude. Dustin Johnson, some of the bigger names. Yeah, they were teeing off like between 1 and 3 a.m., dude. Teeing off.
That's nuts.
So, that jacked up my schedule. Now,
Speaking of that, you owe me some money.
I do. I owe you 45.
Let's talk about the bets you put down.
I did, yeah.
What did you put down?
Kind of failed miserably. So I took 2 bets.
I booked them for you.
Yeah. And both of these guys that I took just had to finish in the top 5.
Okay.
And that was Rory McIlroy, who didn't even make the cut.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Great bet.
Finished +8 after the first round.
Yeah, +8. The worst, man. His first and last hole, I think it was like plus 7.
Oh, dude.
Combined with those first and last hole. It was dreadful. But didn't even make the cut. And he's the local Irishman. You think that it's a lock. He's got whole Ireland behind him. Nah, man, can't even make the cut. And then I also put some money on Dustin Johnson, who always kind of sneaks in there and, seems to be a top 5, if not even top 10 finisher. Didn't have a great at championship at all. Nothing. I think he ended up in the top 30, maybe?
Oh,
maybe.
Rip.
So he didn't do very well at all. But tough conditions, tough course, so lost both on those. And all they had to do was finish top 5.
The idiot move I made, I did your style. I did some amateur nonsense.
That's why I don't bet. You know that.
I did.
What'd you do? I know you took Koepka and you know what? He took 4th.
Dude, you are one pathetic loser.
This is exactly what you did the other day.
Hit me.
Or the other year on the Super Bowl with the Falcons. Oh. You didn't bet him to win the NFC Championship.
Correct.
But you bet him to win the Super Bowl. At halftime, you were already celebrating.
Yeah.
You bought yourself some shoes.
Yeah, well, because 1,200 was coming my way.
Yeah,
it was guaranteed.
You put 50 down on the Falcons to win 1,200 if they won the Super Bowl before the beginning of the season.
It was 30.
Oh, it's 30. Okay, you put 30 down. It was going to win you 1,200 before the season started. It was going to win you 1,200 if they won the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. They get there, they're up 26-6, 24-6, whatever that score is against the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think it was like something to 3.
Something insane.
Oh, maybe 3. Insane. Patriots come back, beat the Falcons, and in the greatest Super Bowl comeback of all time.
Yep.
Dallas already spent the money, the $1,200.
Yeah.
On StockX at halftime.
I bought a pair of Off-Whites.
Yep. Had the money spent. Didn't have the money. Then all of a sudden didn't have the money. Now, not only did Dallas do this, which is fine, he was excited, but he didn't bet the NFC Championship, and that's like a big no-no. If you're going to bet sports, you should bet. If you're going to bet the MLB, you're going to bet someone to win the World Series. You want to bet them to win the NL2 or the AL, whoever that team is. Yep. Same thing in the NFL. You want to have them win the AFC or the NFC. That way you can at least back yourself a little. If they get there, you're still coming away with probably $500 off that, $700. Yeah. You're not losing your 30. You're making some money. Yeah. I did the same thing.
At least you wash. Yeah. At least a wash.
I took Brooks Koepka to win the whole thing. Yeah. And I should have just taken him to win to place top 5 as well. Why did I not do that? Because if I would have taken him to win to place top 5, I put 100 on him to win 900. Mm-hmm. If I would have taken him $50, he was 2-1 to place top 5. So 50 would have won me 100.
Gotcha.
So I would have broke even if I would have done that because I would have won my 100 back.
Yeah.
That I had lost.
Yeah.
So I would have just had a nice break even. Wouldn't have lost 100 on Koepka.
Rookie Dallas move.
Pulled the Dallas move.
Dude, the Dow Pal move.
And,
it's not a good move.
Got to give myself a shot for that. Yeah, it was just.
Hopefully, we can make up for that on NFL Talk.
No shit.
Jeez.
So, not very good. Not a big. Not a good decision by me. But nonetheless, rest of your weekend. Moving on.
Rest of my weekend.
British Open.
So we had that time difference there. We had the schedule different with work, right? Those are the two anomalies that were obviously different and had changed. That being said, I was also wore out because not only did I spend one night that we planned, but 2 planned nights with the lady.
Oh, so were you out?
I filled up the tank. So much that my tank was empty.
Easy, guy.
Not that tank. The love tank.
Okay.
Just
I was say, whoa.
Check this out. So night 1, Friday night, we went to a place called Growlers, and it happens to be our dog. On Saturday, so the day or the night before, he turned 5.
It's a dog bar.
Dog friendly.
Yeah.
Patio bar. So we went to Growlers USA, and we took the pup with us, man. Yeah, get it?
Of course.
Yeah, got it. Nice. So we took the dog out, man, and everybody outside was feeding him churros and all kinds of shit, man. Birthday dog. They got him birthday bacon that night. He had birthday bacon the next day because Robin took him hiking as I was working, right? This guy got spoiled, man. So we spoiled our 5-year-old dog, Zeppelin. Great pup, man. So he got to hang with us. Nice. And then Saturday night, we went to the White Pie Company. You ever heard of that?
No.
Pizza joint. Also owned by Dos Santos.
I haven't heard of another bougie spot you went to. Shocking.
Yeah. I know. Bougie pizza.
Yeah, of course.
Really good, actually, man. I was actually pretty pumped to be there because it wasn't something that I couldn't pronounce and something that I was like, I've never had that in my life before, and had to expand my palate even more than what I do on the on the weekly with her. That being said, White Pie Company, dope, man. Nice. Very cool pizza.
Where's it at?
It'd be a place that you and your old lady would like, man. We should go together.
Where's it at?
Uptown.
Okay.
Are you familiar with Uptown?
Yeah.
So you got downtown, and then Uptown is a little further east, right? Great area. I'm trying to think the actual.
Is it before Rhino or on the other side of Rhino?
So it's before Rhino and then east.
Yeah, okay.
So it'd be like, God, what area
more towards
is that?
out Colfax.
You got
Yes,
it.
yes.
Yep, down in
Yep,
that area.
Down the facts.
Steuben's,
Yes,
all those places
yes.
down there, that's uptown.
Exactly. Okay.
So
Thinking
great
of the same
place, bougie, you know, but the pizza was just bomb. And the cool thing is it's wood fired, right? So you're able to watch them. Like they're beating the doughs. They're getting their hands all in the ingredients and putting it right there. We sat at the bar, and it was cool, man. You just feel like you're at the zoo. It's like a zoo of watching people make your food, right?
Nice.
Which is kind of weird, but you get used to it. But man, the food was good. The wood fired pizza was bomb. They had pasta there. Obviously, the drinks on tap were great. Great atmosphere, man. So we enjoyed the hell out of that. And then last night. God, filling up the left hand again. I even forgot about this. We're watching this series that actually came to a finale last night called Little Big Lies.
Okay.
Reese Witherspoon. I think we've talked about it on a couple casts ago.
Saw a couple people tweet about the ending. Not very happy.
Yeah, for
That's what I saw.
we actually were really happy with the ending.
Okay.
Now we don't know if they've planned on doing another season after this. This season that they had just announced was kind of like, yeah, we'll go ahead and do it kind of thing. So it ended pretty crazily. So I won't ruin it. If you want to go to Twitter, it's there. But the season ended spectacular, I thought. I'm pumped on it. So the love tank,
just like everything in the world, people don't agree.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's
the love
not
tank,
shocking anymore.
Love tank high.
Yeah.
So between hanging out with Robin multiple nights, dog, British Open, scheduling, that kind of stuff, dude, I was all over the place. So I'm a little ragged, and then I got to work at 2 today.
Oh, you're working today?
Yeah, man.
Normally, I'm used to you being off. You normally kind
I
of
gotta work. I got to work through Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday are my days off this week. So I'm busted a little bit.
Check this out, though.
Check it out. What do you got for me?
The first video, TTF's featured footage. It's going to be filmed on Wednesday on your day off. We're going to go to your crib.
Okay.
And we're going to check out Dal's sneaker collection.
Uh-oh.
This has not been published anywhere else. You don't use Instagram stories. Nope. You don't post anything on the gram. You don't do anything but reply to people on Twitter. You haven't put the collection out there.
Right.
Dal, no one's seen this.
Nobody's ever seen my collection.
It's like Fort Knox up there.
No one's seen this. And we're going to put this out. This is before Patreon's change and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The TTF, we're going to drop this TTF feature footage. We might have to do a 2-part series.
It's going to be 2-part.
Because your collect game,
the
Big Bad West Side collect game,
it's a little
is big time.
It's big.
So I'm excited to check this out. I'm excited to bring this to the good people of Patreon.
I hope everybody's ready to see a bunch of GRs. I'm pumped.
The Ryan Swanger specials.
Yeah.
The $17 New Balances.
Yeah, I got them.
They'll be up there.
Ted loved them.
Full effect.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to film that on Wednesday.
Okay.
So for everyone that is subscribed to the Patreon, be on the lookout for that. Like
that's a big featured footage.
You're saying it's going to be 2 parts for sure. I said maybe, but you're saying for sure. You know your collection better than I do.
It might be 2 parts.
Yeah, because we didn't want to make a 20-minute video, 30-minute video. Just trying to keep, we'll do 2.
Do a 2 segment.
Nice. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited about it.
How was your weekend? What'd you do? I never heard from you.
I no longer have the highest bid on the Hallows Eve Blazers. That's tight.
Bummer.
Okay.
Did somebody outbid you by $1?
Probably. Yeah. Annoying as hell. My weekend was cool, dude. I just got just reacting to a ton of the stuff, a ton of the reaction to Ted with the interview that we did last week, chopping up different videos, putting more stuff up on the channel, creating little highlight videos. It was just a lot of work, man.
Yeah, those are sick.
It was a lot of work. Went and hung out with Roselli a little bit yesterday, gave him some things that I had for him at the crib, just some stuff we were keeping around. Dude, finally got around, and you know this because you helped me remodel the crib when we were there. Finally got around to cleaning out that closet underneath the stairs. Little Eminem action.
Okay.
Cleaned out the closet underneath the stairs, then cleaned out the closet outside. And as we speak, I actually have some stuff I forgot to bring. I'm going to have to give you, I guess it's fine now, but I'm going to have to meet up with you maybe Wednesday when I go to your crib. I'm going to have to bring you, you have a sawhorse you have one sawhorse.
Just one.
One.
Just I thought we usually need 2 for projects.
I don't understand that, right?
All we need is one.
It's just one. And there's not another. There's not another one to be inside. So maybe it's not yours. I don't know.
Definitely not enough to play beer pong.
It's black and yellow.
Yeah, that's
no Wiz Khalifa. Is it yours? Okay, so thin, that plastic one, kind of thinner. Yep. Okay, there's only one. I don't know why. So I got one of those. I got a guard for the table saw that you bought.
Oh, nice.
It came with that guard.
Yeah.
I have that in the packaging still.
Okay.
Brand new. I have your roof scraper, that orange. thing you bought when you were doing your roof.
Yeah.
You just brought it over to see if I would need it to scrape tile.
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't end up using it anyway, but I still have that as well.
That's a great tool.
So those are the 3 things of yours that I still have. I need to get back to you. Give back the compressor.
Mm-hmm.
You got the table saw. You got the other sawhorse, I guess. Just not one. Just not.
Yeah.
You got your sander. You got all your stuff. Other than that,
Okay.
that's what I still have of yours.
All right.
So I need to bring that back to you.
Yeah.
But dude, finally got around to cleaning both of those out, and I put up shelving in the one underneath the stairs.
Oh, really?
It looks sick. It looks like a whole nother room in the crib, dude. And now, so we actually have like a whole nother room. There's a bunch of shelving you put for like canned foods, pantry stuff.
Sick.
You know how we had, we were running out of counter space because we have an air fryer. We have a big ass Keurig latte machine. We have a Ninja. We have a juicer. Dude, my lady is the kitchen appliance queen.
Yeah, you're
bro.
in there.
She loves kitchen appliances. She loves to cook. She loves to bake. She loves to juice. And I'll tell you, there's nothing better than me sitting there editing, smoking a little weed, be like, damn, I have some cotton mouth. I'm going to have to get up real quick, take my laptop off. And then I turn to the right, and all of a sudden my girl's just coming around the corner with a brand new, freshly juiced smoothie.
Wow.
And I'm just like, looking at her with the heart eyes emoji, I'm just like, baby, this is unbelievable. I could not even, just wait. Dude, when you're not expecting it and you're thirsty as hell and you got a laptop on your lap and you don't want to get up and get out of the zone and you just smoked weed and you got cotton mouth and you're just praying.
Yeah.
And she comes around the corner with a fresh, squeezed juice smoothie.
Wow.
Bro.
I think you said the wrong emoji. I think you're talking about the eggplant emoji.
Probably.
Okay,
Yeah, probably
good.
both. Probably a little bit of both. Yeah, I was excited, guy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, wow.
Good for you.
Nice one.
Fresh smoothie.
Dude, so I'm all about kitchen appliances. But now,
I got to come over more often.
dog, dude, the crib is shaping up, bro. The crib is shaping up.
Sick.
Now, we got plenty of room for those. So now the counter space, we have all our counter space back because we're just storing the kitchen appliances in there. When she go to use the air fryer, she just grab it out, plug it in. So that was so necessary. It was so beyond needing to be done. And my girl was pushing me, dude, hammering me to get it done. Like, hey, we need this space. We need this space. We need this space. Really holding me accountable. Still letting me get my work done. Not like, pushing me to where that took precedent over the cast or anything else. But like, hey, we got some free time this weekend. Hey, what are we looking like? What's our schedule looking like? And I need that. So it was good, man. It was good motivation. It was good to get it done. And I'm really, really happy to have the space back. So that was my weekend, dude. Editing, It was working all around. It was working on the crib, cleaning out the 2 closets, throwing a bunch of stuff away, giving some stuff to Goodwill, organizing some things, building shelves, and then working, man, doing video shit.
Nice.
So yeah, it was fun. It was a good weekend. Really good productive weekend. Let's British Open real quick. Do you have anything more to hit on that? I know we kind of talked about it in the Open with your weekend and throwing off your routine a little bit. Were you surprised how bad Tiger played? Were you surprised how bad Rory played? Were you surprised by how well Lowry played? Where do you see this?
No, I'm not surprised by Tiger necessarily. He came into this tournament with a lot more rest. His mentality has kind of changed a little bit. He's trying to get less reps in terms of less tournaments and try to do more with that rest.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't think that's working for him. I think, he did win the Masters right this year, but he hasn't really won any other tournaments. And this is obviously to try to keep his body right, try to keep injuries away, and just try to rest and relax more. But the problem with that is when you're trying to play at an elite level, and he's obviously older than a lot of these young studs, I think reps and repetition is probably way more important as you get into your more elderly years when it comes to sports and playing at that high level. So I think he's got to change his Mamba mentality a little bit on that because I think he needs more reps because as you saw, dude, night and day difference between first round and second round. He played well enough to almost make the cut because I think his first round he was +7. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, +7 exactly.
So, and I think the second round damn near almost got it to the +1, which was the cut line. So I think he ended up +2. Mm-hmm. So damn near got to the cut line to play through the weekend.
Not a good, still not a great round by any means.
Right.
I mean, better, but not, if you're in the pluses.
Right.
Normally you're not doing that well in the tournament or you're not making the cut.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead.
But he was in the red though on his second round.
Right.
That's what got him down to +2 for the tournament, and then when the cut line was at +1, so he almost
+2 for the tournament. I'm sorry, I thought you were saying +2 on day 2.
He was
okay.
he was in the negs for sure on a second round, man. So he had a hell of a second round. Really proud of him. But that just goes to show you he had that repetition, because you know that he was practicing before the round, after the round, before the second round, during the round, and then he probably hit a few shots after the second round.
Was a little nicer on day 2.
It was
as well. And
was.
I think there's something, not to take away from anything you said, I think there is some truth there and some validity, but I think in addition to that, he doesn't play well in cold, dude. He does not play well. His back.
He doesn't.
He needs sunny and 85.
And you saw that.
That's a totally different Tiger at sunny and 85 than it is at 65 and windy and rainy and shitty. Because
and you saw
his back,
him grimacing.
Dude. Yeah, hell
you
yeah.
saw him grimacing on some of those shots.
And maybe that's a lack of repetition too. He's not warmed up. So you have a combo of everything you said there combined with the cold.
Right.
You're gonna be having some issues. So I think he's later in his career, and I guess you could even say it. When has Tiger been? He's often been called the best front runner in sports. You've heard that for years about Tiger Woods, because he's never a guy. He's not John Elway. He's not coming back on your ass and beating you late.
Right.
He's beating you way in the first couple rounds and you just can't catch him. That's how Tiger wins. So he's never been a come from behind guy. But I would argue to say he's never really been a great bad weather player either, or a cold weather guy. Tiger's winning when it's nice outside.
Yeah.
That's just the way he is. That's just always kind of been his game.
Yeah.
And I think as the more he gets, the older he gets, the more he has physical limitations. That's going to be more and more the story with Tiger Woods. He needs good weather to play well.
Yeah.
If you're betting on him in a tournament where it's not great weather, you're throwing your money away.
Right.
Because it's not that he doesn't have a chance to win. He doesn't even have a shot. Look here. He's not even making the cut to make it into the weekend. Right?
Totally.
So
yeah. No, I agree with that. Yeah, I think that was so that wasn't shocking. I was a little disappointed in Rory. Obviously, his first round at being +8. That's really, really hard to make the cut, when you start off with such a shitty round. Again, he had an astronomical second round, not enough to get him past and make the cut. But, the Irishman having whole Ireland behind him, playing in Ireland, it just seemed fit for him to obviously make the cut and to do some damage on the final 2 days, moving day and then the final day, but not making the cut. I think that was probably the biggest disappointment of the tournament. Aside from, did you see or hear about JB Holmes' round yesterday?
No.
Dude, so this guy was in first and second through the weekend, right? He rotated with Lowry.
Yeah.
But this guy literally was in first at one point and then in second right behind Lowry. Dude, he went +16 yesterday.
What?
Round 4, he had a +16 round, which took him at +6 for the entire tournament. This guy was slated to win. I think before going into yesterday's round, I think he was either -12 or -13 going into yesterday's round. -12, I believe.
What a meltdown.
He had a +16 round, dude. So I think that's obviously the biggest disappointment, the biggest fall, the biggest shock of the tournament. Dude, that's miserable. So, I don't know, man. Overall, good tournament.
I still can't even fathom that. I'm looking at the leaderboard right now. Wow.
I'm trying to join the tour.
Right. No
at a +16 round. I'm trying to join the tour. But, the Open, it brought the weather. It brought the adverse conditions, where you saw people having no jacket and then within 4 or 5 minutes later, full jacket, full, wind apparel.
Parka.
Yeah. So, the Open always brings those great dynamics. So I love it. I hate the British Standard Time. I hate the time difference to be able to watch, these and find that time. But great tournament overall.
I think, all right, let's go. Your guy, Dustin Johnson.
Yeah, DJ.
What happened to him?
I don't know. I don't really know what happened to him. I'm trying to remember.
We kind of talked about the finesse. We talked about the bombers. Maybe having some issues there. Koepka played a nice round. It wasn't enough to obviously come back and win because you just weren't catching Lowry.
Right.
That was the biggest story. I mean, that guy played so well that no matter how well anyone else played, dude, he just continued to stack and stack and stack and stack. He didn't get worse at all.
And you saw him just having the time of his life out there.
So much fun.
I've never seen so much smiles.
Joking.
And he had
out of shape.
Joking with a lot of the patrons over there. Just having a great time, man.
I
So I
know.
was really happy for him, and obviously being an Ireland guy, I thought that was great. Dustin Johnson, man, he was in contention for most of the tournament. He had a +5 round day yesterday, which was pretty awful. Conditions were really, really hard. I mean, even Shane Lowry, the winner of the tournament, had a +1 day. The problem was he just had such a vast lead.
Right.
You know, there's no way anybody could catch up with him because
Exactly.
know the final day, dude, conditions, you know, where they're going to put pin placements on a major.
Yeah.
There's no way to catch him. No way. So, you know, Dustin Johnson, man, I don't know. These Bombers, Koepka, man, he has been in the limelight, dude, for the last year and a half, 2 years. This guy is really gaining a lot of momentum, but he is a Bomber. And these aren't usually the courses for the Bombers. This is the course that you want to keep it in the fairway. You want to play your game.
Yep.
You want to be smart. Not necessarily for Bombers. I mean, some of these shots, you know, you could land on the green from tee to green, but I don't know, man. We'll see. Johnson, though, hasn't done much this year. So
Let's move off the British Open and we'll jump into Kyle Korver, Tyreek Hill, and then we'll go into some gambling talk here and some spreads.
okay.
Let's Kyle Korver. What's going on with that situation? I don't know anything. I saw it on the rundown. You said,
Yeah.
"Hey, I want to talk about Korver." What are we talking about here?
Well, yeah, I find this
What's
interesting for a couple different reasons. So Kyle Korver, he just agreed to a 1-year contract with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yep.
Now, I think this is a good thing. The Bucks need some shooters. Okay, I think that's their opportunity right now, to be able to distract from, obviously, Antetokounmpo. I think they need some more shooters, and they just need just a little bit more versatility to push them a little further ahead, as we saw in the Eastern Conference. I think they could really, really be a force to be reckoned with. That being said, going back to Korver, it looks like this deal was $2.6 million with the Bucks. So not a bad deal for Kyle. And I'll tell you this. The question I have is how much more does Korver have in the tank?
That's what I was just about to ask you.
Do you know his age?
No.
He's 38.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
Okay.
this is
Yeah,
a 38-year-old individual, man, who just goes kind of team to team, doing some 1-year, 2-year deals in the trade, and he obviously still has a really good name within the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Being at 38, is he elite? No. Does he play at an elite level? No. I think you're going to get probably a good 12 to 16 minutes per game.
I was going to say 10 to 15.
And yeah, I mean, I would take that as well. But, you know, he's not going to be he's not ever going to play a significant role necessarily. But I think if he's in the right, the right role within whatever, in this case, the Bucks, I think they can make it work. But, I think you see him shine, obviously, in the playoffs. That's a guy that I kind of have in my back pocket for the playoffs. When you're in a situational basketball, where you've got a certain amount of time. I certainly wouldn't mind having Korver take the long three. I certainly wouldn't. I think his accuracy is awesome, and I think he's really showed that he can do that and he can make that crucial shot. But outside of that, the season is a long season, dude.
How was he for the Jazz last year after the injury?
I don't think he played much.
Let me see. Let me look up the stats. Because remember, what did he play? He got hurt the year before in Cleveland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 16. Okay, so here you go. He played. Let's just give this gauge here. So he played 80 games for the Hawks. Or let's just start back in. Let's start with the Hawks. 2012, 74 games, 71 games with the Hawks in 2013, 75 and 14, 80 and 15. And then in 2016, his last year with the Hawks, it goes down 32 games. So he probably got injured there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just looking at games. Then he got traded to Cleveland, or he signed with Cleveland. 35 games that next season.
Okay.
So he must have got injured again. Then he comes back and he puts up 73 games in 2017.
Wow.
Big time jump, right? After 2 down years, he's back.
He is back.
Then 2018, the season before last, out again, 16 games, career low.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he had the super gruesome injury, right? Was it knee or ankle? I don't remember. Leg injury. Very bad leg injury, though. So 16 games he's gone. He actually came back last year and played 54 games with the Jazz.
Wow.
Right. I
not bad.
didn't think he played that many either. I was like you. I thought he may played less. He played in the 30s. But 54 games, 20 minutes, 9 points, 38% from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. So not crazy numbers.
Right.
I think with I think we're looking for exactly what you're talking about.
Well, and the crazy thing is, I think the Jazz basically just threw him away.
I think so too.
They gave him to Phoenix.
Yeah.
And Phoenix actually waived Korver this month. And that's how kind of the Bucks. That's how the Bucks actually ended up getting this. So he will receive like $559,000 set off on the $3.4 million that they owe him. So
it's not about the player in this situation, in my opinion. It's about the team.
Yeah.
You take a guy like Korver on Phoenix, he's useless. You put a guy like Korver on the Bucks, he's a guy that can give you anywhere from 9 to 15 minutes a night, maybe hitting 2 or 3 threes.
How about listen to this stat? Kyle Korver has the second longest active streak of consecutive playoff appearances.
What?
How about that?
Wow.
How about that? Just again, and obviously he's likely to do that, to continue that going to Milwaukee.
Interesting.
But how crazy of a stat is that? Obviously being with LeBron and Cleveland, being with all these different teams, getting to where they need to be. I find that pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of that is crazy. I'm with you. I think it's a good acquisition.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
I think so too, man. I like him making final crucial shots, especially in playoff time. Especially with that stat, the longest active streak of consecutive playoff appearances.
No doubt. Good.
Why wouldn't you want him to take that shot?
Yep.
So I don't know. Good for him, man. 38 years old, still in the limelight. I like it. We'd all be so lucky.
Anything more on the NBA, or you want to move into Hill?
Let's go into Hill.
All right, let's jump into the Tyreek Hill situation. Fast-moving sports segment today. I don't want to bog you guys down with too much stuff. There's just some different headlines in each league that I kind of want to hit on. We're not hitting on baseball because nothing's going on in baseball. It's the middle of the summer. They're still playing games.
No doubt, right?
Update for you. I think the Rocks, on that note, though, I think the Rocks are done, dude. My early prediction, they're looking so shitty. I don't know if you've been following the team at all. Dude, they're looking so shitty. They're going to be out. They're not going to make the playoffs this year. And they had expectations. This is a team that had expectations to not only make the playoffs, but build on the past couple of years. And they're not going to make the playoffs this year, in my opinion.
So here's the question I would ask you then about the Rocks, if we're going to talk about them. Do we get rid of Arenado now so we can maximize?
No, we just signed him.
I know, so we can maximize his worth, though, and get something back.
No.
Do we get rid of him?
No, you build around him. He's here 8 years. 8 years. It's a long time, guy. Yeah. Let's not start looking too far, or let's start looking farther ahead.
I'm just saying.
We got to look down the road.
You said we were done.
Like we talked about with the Patreon.
It's a vital question.
Down the road.
It's a vital question.
I know. I don't think so.
Okay.
I say you build around him. 8 years is a long time.
For sure.
All right, your boy.
All right. So on Friday morning.
Tyreek Hill's 25. Born 1994. Holy shit.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, 5'10", 185, which is really probably 5'8", 185.
Doesn't know anything about grunge.
Nothing about Pearl Jam.
Nothing.
All right, your boy Tyreek Hill. We all know the news.
Friday morning, it was announced, right, that the NFL actually announced that Kansas City Chiefs receiver Tyreek Hill was free to go about his life and head to training camp. And no penalties, no suspensions, nothing issued by the league. What do you think about that? And again, this stems from his, 3-year-old son, the alleged child abuse allegations, that whole thing.
Well, the kid had a broken arm, so something happened.
Absolutely.
Whether it's the wife, it's Tyreek, it's whatever. He didn't fall off the swing.
No.
There was no, when they asked the 3-year-old what happens, he says, "Daddy hits me."
Mm-hmm.
So you have a broken arm.
Yeah.
You have a 3-year-old saying, "Daddy hits me," which I don't know if you take a 3-year-old's word, but I feel like if he fell off the slide, he'd say, "I fell off the slide."
Right.
I don't know. He's 3. He doesn't even really know what lying is. He's 3. Barely talking. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You don't make stuff up like that. Then you have the audio tape
of him threatening his girlfriend.
Well, first it's talking about her. She's talking to Tyreek Hill saying, "What do you do when he gets in trouble?
Mm-hmm.
You tell him to open up his chest and you punch him in the chest." You remember that audio?
I don't remember that audio.
I'll pull it up.
That's not good.
Gosh, we got to get our producer a laptop so he could produce on the show. Maybe do some research. We're gonna when you
the closest thing I have is a phone, and that won't go.
When you get far. When we get the live shit going, the production, you're gonna be
sick.
You're gonna be doing it. Here, I'll try to find the audio. But so there's audio of her telling him, punch in the chest, all this stuff, and he doesn't deny it. And then later on in the audio clip, he says, she's saying, "Well, he's scared of you," and he says, "Bitch, you should be too."
Mm.
So I don't really, is the NFL not taking any action here because we don't have video? I don't understand. What's the difference? Okay, in my opinion, What Kareem Hunt did is way less. He walked over and booted a chick in the butt and she fell over. He didn't maliciously wind up and boot her in the face. He didn't, domestic violence is domestic violence. I get it. He put his hands on her. What happened should have happened. I'm not disputing that. I'm not saying what happened to Kareem Hunt is wrong. I'm saying what Kareem Hunt did.
If we're comparing apples to apples.
Doesn't feel like what Tyreek Hill did. This feels worse.
Yeah.
How is the punishment less?
Yeah.
Or how is there no punishment?
Not only is he allegedly threatening his girlfriend.
Right.
But also saying something about beating chests, a broken arm that he might have allegedly done. Who knows? It seems like all these things are adding up, and the NFL doesn't take a stance against it. The NFL says, hey, we just don't have enough information. Go ahead and just continue being you.
Here let me pull this audio for you.
Big miss
from TMZ Sports.
He is terrified of you, and you say that he respects you, but it's not respect. It's terrified. He is terrified of you.
You need to be terrified of me too.
Wow.
That's why you can't.
We're getting into it, and he said, "Daddy, you're mean." So we walked up the stairs.
Right.
You
And then
said,
say,
come back down here.
Right.
And he didn't want to go down there, but I was like, go down there because it'll end up worse for you.
Right.
So he walked down there.
3-year-old,
and
it'll end
you
up
were
worse
getting
for you.
on
Wow. What
about
are we doing?
And then you said something, right?
No, you kept getting on, and then he started crying, and then you were like, "Stop! Shut up! Stop crying!
Right.
Stop crying! Stop crying!"
Right.
And then he kept crying because he was scared. He's terrified, and you grabbed onto him somehow, or he fell. One of the two.
I didn't do nothing. That's sad, bro. That is really sad.
Then why does say Daddy did it? Why? Why does say Daddy did it?
I don't know. He says Daddy does a lot of things.
Like what? A 3-year-old's not gonna lie about what happened to his arm. And now somehow this investigation got brought back up, and you're about to lose your. So now I really want you to sit and think about it, because I rode for you against that detective and the CPS people, and they said time and time again that literally kept saying, "Daddy punches me," which you do when he starts crying. What do? You make him open up his arms and you punch him in the chest. And then if he gets in trouble, you get the belt out and you do.
Okay, so what about you? You what you don't do? You also I'm just gonna take it.
No,
that,
I told.
You don't
I told him that he gets whooped. I told him that he gets whooped, but I don't use a belt, which is totally different.
You do use a belt, and that's sad. Even my mama said you use a belt.
When have I used a belt? When have you seen me use a belt with? When have I used a belt?
Okay.
Dude,
from that audio,
dude, I'm sick.
From that audio, how do you not think there's child abuse going on both sides? Whether it's the mom, the dad, whoever. This is a 3-year-old kid. We're talking about it's going to be worse for if you don't go down and talk to him. We're talking about spanking and disciplining. Yeah. He's 3.
And the whole time,
how much do you know as a little kid at 3?
And the whole time Tyreek's just agreeing. Yep.
Right.
Like what?
It's wild, bro.
Dude, I'm sick, man. I didn't hear all that audio. I've heard snippets of that.
Oh, really?
That's sickening, dog. I can't. Here's the problem I have with this. Okay. Not only is he not getting in trouble.
By the way, it's an 11-minute audio clip. That was 1 minute and 55 seconds of it. That has been clipped down.
Yeah.
But I want to be very clear, because I don't want anyone to be like, you guys are taking it out of context. I've listened to the full 11 minutes. That is what you need to know.
Yeah.
There's nothing in there that's taken out of context. Mm-hmm. There's nothing there that's like, oh, okay, that's why he said that. That's not child abuse. If we're talking about a belt on a 3-year-old, if we're talking about opening up and punching in the chest, and especially if we're talking about a broken arm, and we have this audio tape of things happen there, we don't know exactly, but we know things are happening in the household, right? Yeah. The kid is being disciplined. Well, the kid winds up with a broken arm. He didn't get it outside playing. Mm-hmm. There's obviously controversy. Where there's smoke, there's fire. For me, that's what it feels like.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean.
So what I would have to say is the NFL and how they're not going to do anything about this. I think because they're clearing Hill to just go about his business and we're done. I feel like the league has provided maybe other players of past and now possibly in the future that have been arrested for any type of domestic violence, that kind of thing, with kind of maybe like a blueprint on how to beat the system. I feel like that's kind of what this is like, okay, if there's not enough information, if they're just taking word, he said, she said kind of thing,
right.
Based off audio tapes, and they didn't actually witness it. They don't have a video of Kareem Hunt actually giving the boot to a young lady in a hotel lobby.
Exactly.
Or
if there's no video.
Then is that the blueprint?
Who are the two guys?
Does that make it okay?
Who are the two domestic violence or the two? Well, I guess this isn't really. This isn't domestic violence, but whatever. Violence in the home, whatever you want to call it.
But
violence
there
within
is
the family.
He's hurt her
exactly,
allegedly,
exactly,
right.
But the two cases of domestic violence where players were disciplined were both on video. Kareem Hunt, Ray Rice, both on video. The other, Greg Hardy, anyone else you want to look at, Tyreek Hill, anyone else. There's no video. There's no punishment. It's insane to me. Who else has been punished? Nobody.
Was it Ezekiel Elliott that got in trouble for the chick in the bar pushing or something? Yeah. And there was video. He got in trouble.
Right.
Video.
Well, it's a couple game suspension.
Couple games.
Exactly. Video. If it seems like if there's not video, there's not consequences, which is insane.
I know.
I understand that. What happened? I understand proven guilty and all, know, or innocent until proven guilty, all that stuff. But what happened to? I want to know who listened to this and determined that there's nothing going on.
Right.
Whether it's between Tyreek and the boy or the woman and the boy. Either way.
Yeah.
There's something going on there that's not good.
Yeah. And they said they had the Child Protective Services in there, the CPS. She mentioned that, his girlfriend.
Right.
Like, what?
Talk to the detective.
What's
wrote
going
for
on?
the detective. I don't know. I don't understand why she even made that audio tape to begin with. Like, was she initially trying to catch him in some shit and then sting him and then, but now they're back together?
Were they like on the way out or, what?
They've been broken up and back together a few different times now. So I don't know. I don't like that.
It doesn't feel good, man. And the problem is Tyreek is one of the most elite athletes, if not the most elite in the NFL right now. So I don't want to talk about the NFL, like trying to save face and try to keep him in the league because he's obviously, everybody wants him. But now with fantasy coming up and that kind of stuff, like I don't want to pick him up. But like, how can you not kind of pick him up because of the elite status he is? Man, it doesn't feel right.
He's not suspended. He didn't do anything wrong. If we're talking about court of law,
everybody can pick him up, and I don't know, man. That just doesn't feel good.
OJ's also innocent.
Yeah,
he didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? Like
playing golf on Twitter,
according to the court of law.
I know.
According to our justice system.
Yeah.
So it just feels to me like if the NFL doesn't have video, they don't have consequences.
I agree.
That's
the blueprint.
Yeah, because it's everyone's like, oh well, we don't know what the rules are. We don't know what it is. And the NFL's often Roger Goodell's often said we handle everything on a case by case basis. That's fine, but I guess they're being consistent. What can you say?
Yeah.
I mean, there's consistency. If we didn't see you commit some acts of violence, then it didn't happen. You're not suspended.
Then we're good to go.
If you didn't do jail time, then that's the end of it. Well, actually, I don't even know. I think Greg Hardy might have done some jail time, or might have had to do some. I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that, but I don't know. It just feels a little ridiculous. But what can you say?
Yeah.
Chiefs fans are excited.
Yeah.
Tyreek fans are excited.
They got their player.
If he's got fans, I mean, I guess
fantasy football still going to be litty.
Yeah. Oh, dude, imagine if you'd have drafted him and then they're like, oh, he's suspended for 6 games. Right after you drafted him, like kind of like Le'Veon. Everyone thought Le'Veon was going to be there last year, and he sat out the whole season.
Yep.
A lot of people took him in the first round. So that being said, let's wrap up the Tyreek conversation with this: is he a first round pick in your fantasy league this year?
Not in my league,
because that's what everyone wants to care about.
Yeah.
No one cares that he's beating up children. No one cares that he's beating up women. No one cares about any of that. Everyone cares about the on the field.
Yeah.
Is he still lightning fast?
Yes.
Is he still the toughest cover in the league?
Yes.
Then that's what matters.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are going to give him a monster deal after this year too.
For
you
sure.
know it. He ain't walking out of there. He ain't leaving unless something else happens this year within domestic violence realm.
What type of convo do you think the Chiefs are having with him as he comes back?
They said that. Well, did you hear their official statement? They came out and said that it was all this hubbub BS, and at the bottom it said we're working with the NFL. Tyreek's working with the NFL and the Kansas City Chiefs on psychological evaluation, counseling, and something else.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
trying to save face as much as they can.
Right.
Sure.
Who knows? Who knows if he's attending any of those classes? Who knows if he's attending all the classes? I don't know. Who knows? What were you saying? Sorry.
No, I was just thinking, like, going back to your is he a first round pick?
Oh yeah.
I think normally, he probably would be. Obviously a second round, like for sure. But is he a round pick for me? I don't know. I'd have a hard time. I love to win. I'm very competitive, but I don't know, man. Ethically, I don't know if I could pick them up. I might just pass.
I think the Chiefs take a little bit of a step back this year.
I think that, yeah.
I think the Chiefs, I think they don't make it to the AFC Championship this year. I think they take a little bit of a step back. I think they're still a playoff team.
Sure.
But I don't think they got so lucky with the running game last year. They got so lucky.
Isn't the fact that
the fact that Kareem Hunt was out and they were able to just have homeboy step in.
Yeah.
What's his name? Damian Williams.
Damian Williams, yeah.
Have him just step in and light it up the way. They got so lucky, dude.
Yeah, they did.
So lucky.
They did.
You have another year of film on Pat Mahomes. You have another year of film on Tyreek Hill.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You obviously said the blueprint for all the defenses.
Yeah.
They have figured Mahomes out.
I don't know if they figured him out.
They figured him out.
They know how he
plays. He's versatile, and that guy can. You saw what he did, switching hands, switching arms, of throwing.
Right. I don't think they figured him out, but I think that he's going to be slowed down a little.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe not on Madden, because everything I'm reading about the new Madden. Have you seen the Madden ratings? Madden ratings came out last week. Everyone's losing their shit. All the players obviously think they should be rated higher than they are.
I think I saw some people coming out, talking about that.
Yeah, dude. So you're talking.
Yeah, I think Keenan Allen was bitching about it. I saw his little rant in driving in his car.
Yep.
What? You have me in the 80s? What are you talking about? Yeah.
So, the cover athlete for the new Madden is Pat Mahomes. I don't know if you saw that.
God, I hope he doesn't have the Madden curse.
Dude.
Oh, damn.
You hope he doesn't?
I hope he doesn't.
I hope he does. You kidding me? You have to play that fucker twice a year.
I'm going to pick him up.
Damn it. What's up?
I'm going to pick him up.
Oh. Nice.
Of course you are.
Okay, so he's on the cover of Madden, and people are saying that this guy, he's a 97 overall.
Wow.
I know. Dude, they're saying he might be the most dangerous quarterback since the 04 Mike Vick. I don't know if you guys remembered playing Madden 04. Mike Vick was on the cover with the Falcons.
What was his rating?
Dude, I don't remember what his rating was, but we had it within our group of friends. You couldn't be the Falcons. We just banned the Falcons. Dude, playing with him was so insane, bro. Like, the ability, the run pass option that he offered and the speed that he offered at that position, you had no defensive ends that could keep up with him. Linebackers, you could only have certain teams that had linebackers fast enough sideline to sideline to where he couldn't get out of the pocket and just rip you up the sideline for 20 every time. He was so fast. And then if you had him covered or if you brought guys outside to spy, he would just chuck it deep. And then you have one-on-one coverage over the top and he would just deep all day to Roddy White. It was so vicious, dude. It was so vicious. Mike Vick in 04 was just fire. Fire. So anyway, back to the lecture.
I'm trying to see. So it looks like in 04, he had a speed rating of 95, an acceleration rating of 94, and agility rating of 95.
So that's where they've taken Mahomes. Mahomes is not even close to 95 in speed. I think he's an 81.
Okay.
But his acceleration's an 87, so that allows him to kind of get away quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think where you're going to see Pat Mahomes, the arm strength, dude.
Yeah, totally.
Arm strength is just a cannon on this
gunner.
thing.
Did you see him throwing from his stadium out to the outside of the stadium?
Yeah.
Did you see that little video?
Yeah.
That was sick.
Super sick. So yeah, dude, that's what you're looking at. I would love to become a Madden streamer on Twitch or play a game and all that shit. For one, I don't know the first thing about the setup, and it just seems so insanely hard to just get involved and get going.
Oh yeah.
I just want to play the game. I just want to sit down, talk to people, talk shit, and play the game. But I would like to use my platform to do so. But I don't want to take away what everything we ran down at the front of the show. That's enough work right now.
Yes.
The last thing I need is to be getting mad. The last thing I need is to be setting up a Twitch stream and all that stuff. But really, the last thing I need is to even be getting the game. If I get the game, that's going to take 6 to 8 hours a day out of my day. I'm on that thing.
We should focus on making a flag football game for Thanksgiving.
What?
Because I know you guys were talking about that last year.
And Turkey Bowl.
Yeah, Turkey Bowl.
Turkey Bowl 2019, huh? I don't know. How about let's get back. Let's get back to the streaming and the Twitch. I think that's nearly impossible. We have our workload.
That's easy as shit.
Our workload is too much.
Yeah, the workload is too much.
How many hours in a day you got?
I would love to just get on here and get a couple games of some dude. Maybe that's what we should make a gaming Patreon tier where we just get on and play sports games. NBA 2K.
Oh, I would suck.
Madden.
I'm not good at
FIFA.
games.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You got to get your shit up. And we just get on.
Pull your shit together, boy.
I got to get my rankings up, huh?
We just game it with fools. Yeah, because neither of us play that much, so we'd have to get
Yeah.
better, obviously.
Yeah. Do you think they play Super Monkey Ball out there? I'm pretty good at that.
Oh my
What
gosh,
is
that
that?
is such an old game.
You know Super
from
Monkey Ball?
Sega?
GameCube? Yeah.
Never even heard of
Sega.
that.
Super Monkey Ball is like this, like you have this monkey in this ball, and then you're like balancing it over like all these treacherous courses.
Oh, he's like rolling in the
it
ball?
is. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's like
And
a
you-
hamster ball.
And, then
Hamster
you,
wheel,
and then
okay.
you can like ramp the ball and stuff.
Super
Dude,
Monkey Ball,
I'm
tight.
super sick at that.
Son.
Or like Dave Mira.
Is it kind of like Excite Bike?
Not at all.
Oh,
No.
okay. Well, I thought maybe he's rolling along and then you have to make sure he doesn't like.
There are some of that. There's some
You
elements
know how
of that.
Excite Bike? It's like that. You got to balance the bike.
There is
That's-
that. Yes.
Oh, okay.
There is that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, so it is like Excite Bike.
A little bit from that-
All right,
from the
that
balancing
perspective,
aspect, yeah.
That's what I meant.
Or
more
we can play
controls.
Dave Mira.
Oh, dude, I
on
love
GameCube.
That.
I killed that
Dave
game.
Mirra. GameCube. I never played it on that. I played it on the OG PlayStation.
I still have my GameCube.
Do you?
Yeah.
Does anybody out there game with like older, not retro machines, or does everybody just play with kind
Retro
of
machines.
Does every
not systems, not
Yeah.
consoles, machines.
retro machines? I guess I could have said retro consoles.
I like
I
retro
don't-
machines.
See, I'm so out the gaming world. I don't even know
Micro
what to call
machines, guy.
it. Yeah, no doubt. Does everybody just kind of use the
Well, I think
Xbox?
this, yeah, because that's what
ones
connects to the internet. How do you game it up
I
on a
know-
Sega
and- Yeah,
Well,
without people being present?
I don't know. I think you're just playing it live and on a feed, and I thought people watch people play. I don't know.
playing on
I,
Twitch.
like you don't have to play against people.
Gotcha.
I thought about like that. Like,
Yeah, but how's your console?
Well, there's
wired
like
into
new
the
versions
stream.
of it.
The
Why?
TV would have to be just streaming the picture
yeah,
somehow
that,
of your
that,
TV.
That's
I don't
what
know
I
how
thought.
that
Yeah,
works
I don't
either.
know. I don't watch video streaming. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So everybody has to be on internet machines.
Dude, we're sounding so terrible.
We
right
are.
now.
We're
To
the
everyone
worst.
that streams,
Yeah.
we'll take
Yeah.
that. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Tony D.
Dallas opened the show before we got on air today and said, what were we talking about?
Him going live.
Oh yeah, it was like
Yeah.
it was funny. Ironic enough, we were talking about streaming and Twitch and money coming in, and he goes, "Oh yeah, have you ever seen when the coin sound starts coming when Tony D goes too wild?" I was like, "What are you talking about? He goes too wild." He goes, he goes live. He goes live when he goes too wild.
Yeah, no doubt.
I love that guy going too wild.
He's
Tony
going too
D,
wild.
He does get too wild.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. We're good on the Tyreek Hill stuff, all the stuff there. Let's move into this gambling.
Yeah.
Let's talk some spreads.
Okay.
More importantly and more specifically, over-unders. These are some games that we have targeted on a win total. Actually, I really targeted them. I didn't really give you too much of a heads up. But over the
Yeah.
next few weeks, I want to throw a little bit of gambling into each show. I want to throw a little bit of maybe give you guys some prop bets, give you some futures, give you some things that would be good bets for the entire NFL season. So if you're not up on sports betting, a future is something that you place before the sports season begins. Baseball, football, basketball, whatever. Let's say you want the Miami Heat to win the NBA title. That would be a future. The season hasn't started. You're going to put money on the Heat to win a title, whatever odds are on them. So certain teams have odds to win Super Bowl. There's also odds that Vegas has put out for over-under, how many games you'll win on a season. That's what we're going to be talking about here. There's a ton of different props. I mean, you can go down all the way down to individual player props. Will Matt Stafford pass for over 3,500 yards in a season type thing? So there's so many different bets you can make on the NFL before the season starts. Let's get some. Let me get some NFL music here, Dow. Give me a little NFL music. Oh
Yes.
Does this feel like football season or what?
Is it Sunday?
Oh, I just got the goosebumps, bro.
Is Red Zone on?
I think Red Zone is on.
Yes.
In the studio.
Oh man.
Where's Scott Hansen when you need him?
I know. I'm already ready.
Or if you watch on DirecTV, Andrew Siciliano,
There you go.
depending on who your host is.
Yeah, not me on DirecTV. Nope. Scott Hansen's my
Yeah,
dude.
I'm Hansen too.
He's my dude.
All right, let's jump into
Who do
this.
you got first?
The Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh.
I found this interesting.
What are they?
They're sitting over under 8.5 wins for the year. So I'll ask you first.
I love this one.
Okay, you love it.
I love this one.
Wow.
I got a couple things, and
JJ, open up your notes app, please. You're going to be documenting these.
Yeah.
Baltimore Ravens over under 8.5 games.
Yep.
We're going to add this up at the end of the season. You want to go 5 each on these? If we agree, there'll be no bet. If we disagree, we'll go 5 each play. What
Okay.
do you think?
Yeah.
All right, you're in.
already ready.
5 each play on these.
All right, so you want me to start?
You can start. Yes.
Okay, so this over under 8.5, correct?
Yes.
I love this.
Love it.
I'm taking the over on this one, and I've got a couple of reasons why. Now, they went 10-6 last year.
Okay.
Nice record, right?
Yep.
I already won. If they already do, if they do what they did last year, I already win, right?
Getting
Okay.
real cocky.
So there's a couple things they
I know,
did
look at
here.
this guy.
So obviously a lot of transition last year, right? They switched QBs midway through the year, but they actually managed to get that 10-6 record, which was good enough to win the AFC North. Love that. Got them a spot in the postseason. Love it.
You notice I just got the.
Oh, nice.
I just got all the NFL, the whole playlist.
just on
I got all the theme songs
just
queued
on a
up.
shuffle?
Yeah, I put them together.
I like it. So here's what I would say. Things are clearly trending upwards for the Ravens, I believe.
Okay.
That being said, I am a little worried about the Browns, and I think we'll talk about them a little bit later. But here's kind of my mindset. I believe Lamar Jackson goes for 450-plus pass attempts this season. I think that's very, very doable. Keeping it in his hand, the versatility he has, and a little bit more passing this year. I think he's going to be in a great spot. The second thing that I really, really like, my boy, Mark Ingram, going over to the Ravens this year. Okay, leaving the Saints, you got Mark Ingram going over there, and I believe that he sets a career high in yards this year, and here's why. You know this guy doesn't have that much mileage on him. Via injury, via what they did the last 2 years with Alvin Kamara, kind of switching that up. Dude, Ingram, even though he is 30, he will turn 30 by near the end of the season.
He doesn't look 30, though, and he doesn't have a 30-year-old's miles on him because he always shared time.
And injuries.
Yeah.
He just hasn't served, just doesn't have that mileage.
Dude, he still looks powerful. If there's a guy running full speed towards the goal line, Mark Ingram is one of the guys
I'm going to tell you all right now. I'm picking him up early in fantasy this year.
Really?
You
think he's going to vulture a bunch of goal line touchdowns?
He is going to have 85% of the goal line touches. This guy.
Wow, look at you giving out a little sleeper fantasy advice in this segment as well. Look at you.
That's why I love this bet. That's why I love the Ravens for a lot of different reasons this year. Not a lot of mileage. I think he sets a career high in yards for himself this year. I think he's going to do great. And, dude, Baltimore's defense, dog, nothing changed. It's going to stay the same, if not get better. They are a defensive team. That's what they're known for. Dude, they're going to be great, man. I have no problem with their defense and some of the things that they've added. Dude, we're going to talk Earl Thomas?
All right, Dale. Let's check
What do
this
you got?
out.
What do you got?
Am I in agreement
You have to
with
be.
the over?
You have to
8.5 wins for Dal Palantonio.
Love it.
Oh, no.
Yes!
It's the wrong soundbite. I messed
Give
it up.
him some fucking credit, I mean, for real.
I shouldn't have put those close together. That's what I meant to do.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry, Dal.
Okay.
Right. Here's what I'm going to tell you.
I'm glad we differ here.
I'm going over under 8.5, so we got $5 on this one. TTF's going under.
You're going under.
Under.
So you don't need to mark the ones down that we're in agreement on, JJ,
Yeah.
just the ones we're disagreeing on.
Sounds good.
Like this one.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Mark the agreements.
Okay.
Because I want to know
That
if we agreed if we were both correct at the end of the year.
Okay.
Mark the agreements down too.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to go under.
All right, hit me.
And
what
here's
you
the
got.
reason.
You better bring it.
Not only has the Ravens lost 3 key starters on defense.
Okay.
You're looking at C.J. Mosley.
Yep. That's a big one.
Zadarius Smith.
C.J. Mosley's a big one.
Also Terrell Suggs. Been the leader there forever. Been a cornerstone. Been a pillar. I think the defense is going to struggle this year for the first time in a while. Still have some good Jimmy Smith outside. Still have some good corners. Still have some good safety help. But I think they're going to struggle in the middle. They're going to struggle to stop the run on the defensive line.
I agree with the Suggs part. I do want to say the leadership, I think, is what you lose. I don't think you lose the performance.
Okay.
Leadership. But yeah.
So I think
I'm
they're
with
going to
you.
struggle in the D. The second reason I think I'm going under here is Lamar Jackson. I don't think Lamar Jackson's going to be able to make the mental adjustments necessary in the second year. I think the tape's going to catch up to him. I think he caught a lot of people off guard with the athleticism. But the only team that faced him twice last year were the Chargers. If you noticed in the second game that the Chargers played them, they whomped them and they kept him under control and he had no answers. I think it's going to be the same thing this year. A lot of teams that are seeing him again, a lot of the same opponents. I think the tape's out on him, and I think they're going to struggle to get to 9 wins.
Yeah. See, I think opposite, man. I think he's going to have more pass attempts than he has ever had. Obviously, very early in his career still, but I think the versatility is what he loses. He loses that edge, so he has to learn how to pass, especially those short passes, dude. He is going to be locked. He is going to be locked this year.
Next team, Carolina Panthers.
I'll let you start this one, and then I'll come. Let's rotate it that way.
Okay. Carolina Panthers are over under 7.5, JJ. Document that one. Carolina Panthers, this one I went back and forth, but I feel, and again, we're not doing every single team. These are just the ones that I think there's value in. I think this number is a little bit too low. I think Christian McCaffrey, Cam Newton, not only do I love the Panthers to make the playoffs this year, I think the Panthers could be a legit NFC championship contender this year. I think they could be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl this year. So for me, that feels insanely low. 7.5 wins?
Yeah. So you're going over.
I'm going over.
I'm taking the over as well.
Nice. We're in
This is a lock.
We got agreeance.
I think this one is a lock, not just because you and I agree on it, but I think that's a great number to have the over. I think there's no, I don't want to say easier. There's no easier number. No. I say Christian McCaffrey also joins the 1,000 receiving yards, 1,000 rushing yards during this season.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
I put that on
it. You see he's dating, I don't know her name, that supermodel.
Oh, which one?
I forgot her name.
I'm in.
Ratajkowski, Snowski.
Oh, Emily Ratajkowski?
Nah, I don't know if it's her.
No, she's married, dog.
It's it's one of those four.
Ratajkowski's pretty nice.
It's not Ratajkowski. It's just the first thing that popped in my name.
Ratamahuji?
Yeah, it's Flatamajuji.
All right.
Flatamabuji.
Nobody likes him flat and bougie.
Yeah. Batamabuji.
All right. I think
I
think Cam Newton, you might see an MVP candidate once again. I think there's potentials there. If you look at it, he may be stepping into the best situation of his career. Much more improved offensive line.
Well, people were down on the Panthers last year, but you forget Cam got hurt.
Right.
They were 6-2 until Cam Newton got hurt.
That guy was dizzy every game.
They had 8 wins. They had 6 wins. I'm sorry, before he got hurt.
Yeah.
You only need 2 more wins to hit the over here. I think this is a lock. As long as Cam Newton doesn't get hurt early in the season, they're going to hit 8 games, no problem.
I think Cam Newton was sacked either the first or second most in the whole league.
No shit.
I think.
Okay.
That was the stat there. So, yeah, that guy was dizzy every game.
Let's move on to the next team. Let's go Bengals.
We're in agreement on this. We got the over on that.
Hell yeah! Agreeants.
All right.
That's the sound for agreeants.
The Cincinnati Bengals, man.
Bengals.
Real quick, what do you have? What do you have them at? Or what? What?
6 over under 6. Look at that, dude. That's one reason I picked this one because it is so low. 6.
So low.
So where are you coming out?
That's a tough one. I think they may come out to play this year. That's where I'm at. Here's why. Marvin, the longest tenure of any coach on any single team. I think he had at least that record or close to that record. He's out.
Yes.
Do you think they have something to prove? I feel like they do.
You're going over?
I think I'm going over.
You're going over?
I think because it's 6. Yeah. So I think I'm going to go over on this. So 7-8-1 record. Not even good enough to climb out of last place in the division, right? The Bengals went, what did they go? 6-10. God, man, I just think they have something to prove, man. I really, really do. What's the deal with AJ Green?
I don't know what the deal is, AJ Green.
Yeah?
I don't care about AJ Green.
You don't?
I don't think AJ Green's worth a win or not worth a win here.
Okay.
I think what you're talking about with the new head coach, that's positive.
Yeah.
Everything else about this team is negative.
Yep.
The whole team is a mess. Vegas is begging you to take the over, which you took the shark bait. They're begging you. We're going to put it at 6 and see how many people we can get on this. I'm going under.
Are you?
I'm in a disagreement with Dow Powell.
Okay.
And
dude, I think so. New coach. Here's what they need to do. They need to bench the Red Rocket. They need
the Red Rifle.
Oh, is it? It's not the Red Rocket?
It is not the Red Rocket.
Damn it. The Red Rifle. Oh, man,
wow.
Robin's going to love that one. She thinks it's cute when I mess it up just slightly.
Yeah, of
Red
course.
Rocket, I think that's pretty tight.
We talked about that last time.
Rocket Man.
Let me just tell you.
I think they need to bench out Andy Dalton. I think they need to trade AJ Green. I think they need to trade Tyler Eifert because his injuries are just off the chain. Get him out of there. Do not put any dependability on him at all. And then I think Jonah Williams, he makes the all-rookie team.
I don't care about anything else. I don't care about coaches. I don't care about positions. I don't care about anything. Clint Bowling, their best offensive lineman, been the best offensive lineman in there for years, just retired this season. He's done. This is going to be the worst O-line in the NFL. There's a reason Vegas has it at 6 wins, and they're not even going to get to 6. They'll be lucky if they get 4. Lucky if they get 4. If you don't have an offensive line in the NFL, you have nothing. This is going to be the worst team in the league. This team is going to be bad.
The Broncos
go under all the way under.
The Broncos learned that
all the way under.
Yeah,
all the way under.
I'm going to still take the over, but I think you're right.
Yeah, you are. We got 5 on it.
The under is probably the more lock on this bet, just because, like I said, what are they going to do with Dalton? What are they going to do with Eifert? What are they going to do with Green? I just think they need to either bench and get rid of some of those fools. I think they need to fully rebuild. I think their offensive line struggles, and to say that Jonah Williams, a rookie, is going to make the all-rookie team, like, that's what we're banking on here.
Right.
So, I mean,
Right.
I think the under does make more sense, but I'm a gambling man, and I think with this new structure, just a kind of a new feeling, new team, I think they're going to try to have something to play for, and I take that risk.
Next up, the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions, dude, 6.5. Over under 6.5 games. This feels like another one that Vegas is begging you to take the over. And this is another one that I'm going to go opposite, and I'm going to go under on the Detroit Lions. First reason, let me tell you the first reason. I don't like Matt Patricia.
I don't either.
I don't think Matt Patricia's, it's not that he's not a great coordinator. It's not that he didn't have success with Patriotville, Patriotland, Foxborough, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. I know where you're going with this. I got a likely comparison for it.
But who else has had any success outside of there? Nobody.
Is this another
head coach.
Is this another Josh McDaniel?
It's the same thing.
Absolutely.
Josh McDaniel, Charlie Weiss. Who
Weiss.
do you want to pull out of
You
there?
bet.
Romeo Crennel. Who do you want to pull out of there? You can continue down the Patriot list coaching tree. There you were. That's
Love
right.
Romeo Crennel.
You could pull any of those guys. All terrible. I think Matt Patricia falls in the same. That's not the only reason. I also think if you look at their record last year after they traded Golden Tate, awful. And they didn't do anything to replace Golden Tate in the offseason, which was mind-blowing to me. You lose your best receiver and you don't go out and get anyone else, and then you draft TJ Hawkinson in the first round, a tight end. You think he's going to be Golden Tate's replacement? I don't.
No.
Under 6.5 for the Lions. Final answer.
I'm going to take under as well.
Oh, we're in agreement.
The reason I'm going to take under because TJ Hawkinson is literally the nicest thing they have on that team. That's it. And for being a tight end, I mean, I think he even probably surpasses Rob Gronkowski's rookie season. I think Hawkinson has a great season. But again, you're talking about Matt Stafford, who had one of his worst seasons.
No doubt.
Of his career last year.
Yep.
Coming off of that, dude, I just don't see... Dude, I mean, I see... You know what? The Lions' run defense will be great, I think. But aside from that, there is nothing here with that offense that says
this is a precursor for you guys doing your fantasy drafts. Any team that we're selecting to not win 6 or 6.5 games, you should not draft any of their players. Don't draft Stafford as your backup quarterback. Don't draft AJ Green as a starting receiver.
Right.
Don't draft Andy Dalton as your backup quarterback. Do not stay away from everyone on these teams. We're calculating to get under 6 wins. Well, you said over 6 on the Bengals, but you know what I'm saying. If we have a team, if Vegas has a team that low, let's move into the Miami Dolphins up next. 5 wins. Vegas has got them over under 5 wins.
Wow.
Not Adam Gase. I'm sorry. What's the Adam Gase has now moved over to the Jets. The hell's the coach down there?
Brian Flores.
Yep.
Flores.
You said 5?
5 wins. This guy, dude, this guy's in over his head, man. I heard multiple.
Some 41.
Yes.
Because I'm in too deep and I'm trying to think. That one.
What's the rest?
I don't remember. You're just trying to get me to jack up. Stop playing.
Over my head is the fray. In too deep.
Yeah.
Some 41. All the same. Doesn't matter.
Not
Dolphins,
good. Not good.
Over under 5 wins. What do you got?
Man, you want to take the over so bad on
Dude,
this,
they're
don't
begging
you?
you. Vegas,
they want you.
All these ones that I chose are these low games because I feel like this is where the value is.
Yeah.
Vegas is begging people. Oh, dude, 5 wins? They can't. Who can't win 5 games? Oh, dude, here, 6 all day.
Yeah.
Take my money.
Yep. Nope.
What are you going with?
I'm taking the under.
No, you're not.
I don't want these guys at all.
Take that L on the
I don't
way
want these guys at all. They have nothing going on. New head coach yet again, Brian Flores. Yeah, like I said, way too deep. And if we look at Miami, the history of the Dolphins playing at the Dolphins Stadium, there's been some upsets. We saw the Patriots, right, get upset with that crazy ass play.
Yep.
Dude, there's something weird in the air in Miami, and I just don't. They're not winning. They've got nothing to play with. Tannehill's gone. Flores, new coach. Gase is gone. I don't even know where to start with these guys.
As much as I said about
Trash can water.
as much as I said about the Bengals being the worst offensive line, I think the Dolphins might be worse.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Dolphins just might be worse. Listen, not only are they worse on the offensive line, they have no quarterback. They have no running game.
Nope.
They have no viable receivers outside of Kenny Stills.
Yeah.
They have no tight ends.
Yeah.
They have one good linebacker and one good cornerback. Let's face it, the Dolphins are tanking for Tua Tagovailoa in the 2020 draft, and they might not win more than 2 games in 2019. That's it. Book it.
Dude, and
I'm going under as well.
I am too. Did you see their schedule? Week 1, Ravens.
Oh, tough.
Week
dude,
2,
tough.
New England. Week 3, Cowboys. Week 4, Chargers. Week 6, dude, week 6, they finally maybe have a lucky chance to somehow maybe take out the Redskins.
Maybe.
But I doubt it.
I doubt it.
And then they're going Buffalo, then week 8 at Steelers.
Dwayne Haskins is going to light them up.
Dude, this is probably the worst schedule Miami could have ever asked for, needed. This is bad.
I wonder what the strength of schedule. I wonder where they rank on the.
Dude, I don't see them. I don't see them winning a game until maybe they come up against the Buffalo Bills in Week 11 or the Jets at 14.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Well, you know the NFL.
This is not good.
This is your classic way too early overreaction to the season in July, but this is how we see it right now. We in November, we might be running this tape back and be like, hey, remember that?
We were idiots.
No, not happening with the Dolphins. Go under 5.
Under 5.
All the way under 5. They're tanking for Tua.
Yeah.
That's their motto this season.
And one of the hardest schedules. No way. Can't do it.
All right, so we are in agreement on that.
Hell yeah!
Let's go New York Jets.
Benny and the Jets, huh?
7 wins in Elway.
Ooh, I feel
over
like
under.
I feel that's heavy.
New head coach.
I feel that's heavy a little bit.
You think 7's a little too much?
Maybe.
What do you got?
Let's see. The Jets, I wasn't able to research that much here. I'm looking at That's a bold statement, Cotton.
That's a bold. What does he say? Let's see if it plays out. See if it works out for him.
Yeah. That's a bold statement.
I got to get that sound drop.
Let's see here. What did you say?
We got Jets, Raiders, Steelers left.
Okay, you said 7?
Yes, 7 wins. Wow. Over under and Elway.
Not Cleveland?
Oh yeah, we'll do Cleveland last. Cleveland's not one I'm targeting for good value.
Mm-hmm.
That's one I'd normally stay away from in betting real money, but I think they're an interesting team this year. So yeah, let's talk about them. Let's do Cleveland too.
A little easier schedule than the Dolphins, but what I would say is Le'Veon Bell. He took the whole season off. So I don't really know what to expect. I know he had some conditioning issues that they were concerned with, that teams were concerned with in general. So I really don't know what to expect with Le'Veon. How's New York's offensive line? Average?
Pretty good.
Are they?
Yeah, pretty. I think they're pretty good. Darnold wasn't getting beat up last year at all.
Right.
They had a run game going pretty well with Isaiah Crowell running the ball.
Crowell,
I think they don't have any O-line issues.
Hey,
it's not like the greatest in the league, but they're definitely not in the bottom of the league.
Yeah, three fantastic games from Crowell for sure. I remember that.
Dude, they have Le'Veon Bell too.
I know, but nobody knows what his conditioning looks like. That kind of stuff.
They're going to be fine, dude.
You think so?
I think that's going to help Sam Darnold's development so much.
Yeah.
And I love the Jets this year. I love the Jets to win 10 games this year and possibly make the playoffs. I'm going way over 7. I want the over 7 on the Jets. I love Le'Veon Bell there. Here's what I see the Jets as being. I see the New York Jets as being the 2019 version of the Chicago Bears. Trubisky with another year under his belt.
Really?
Darnold with another year under his belt. Get the running back in there. Dude, they don't possess the same defense as Chicago. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say I'm not going to try to make the comparison there, but I think the defense is good enough to get them by. I think it'll keep them in enough games, and Darnold can go out and win those games. Mm-hmm. I also, on a super sleeper, like Sam Darnold is league MVP this year.
Do you?
60-1 odds. You put up. I'm sorry. 100-1 odds. You put up $100, you win $100,000 on your 100 if Sam Darnold wins the MVP this year. I like that long shot. I like that. Dude, Pat Mahomes last year started at 80-1 to win the league MVP. Pat Mahomes, 80-1, won the league MVP. Sam Darnold at 100-1 to win $100,000. I'm in.
I might take that.
Dude, if you put down $10, you win $1,000.
That's a wild card for sure.
$10, you win $1,000.
I just worry about his receiving core because who does he have to throw to? He has Robbie Anderson.
Not great.
Which
Robbie's fine.
I think Robbie's going to have
great, but Robbie's good.
Robbie's going to have the best year of his career this year.
Oh, why not?
No doubt about it. Because what do they have? Inua and then Crowder.
Yeah, Jamison Crowder.
It doesn't look good for who he has, but I think Anderson and Bellamy are probably the 2 leading receivers this year on what they have, and then having a little versatility with Le'Veon coming in, he's going to get his carries.
Oh, no doubt.
They're going
to use the
work.
The amount of money they paid for him. They're going to use the shit out of that
horse.
guy. How much catching is he going to do out of the backfield?
Yeah.
Dude, how much pressure is that going to take off Sam Darnold? That little release valve?
Yeah.
Dude, we saw it for years in Pittsburgh. Helped Ben Roethlisberger so much.
Yeah.
I just love it. I like Sam Darnold this year. I like the Jets this year. I'm thinking they're going to get 10 wins. I'm going over 7.
I'm taking over 7.
Yeah, we got agreement.
I'm taking over 7.
All right.
I'm over 7. That was the one that I wasn't able to research that much because I just don't know much about the Jets. You know, I really, really don't, man.
Let's go into the Raiders.
The Raiders. Let's see. So the Raiders, what do you have them at? Do you have them at 6? That's what I have them at.
6.
Over under 6? Ooh. Let's do this here. Let me see some bold predictions here. Antonio Brown. Let's start off with him. What do you think Antonio Brown does?
I think he's targeted a ton.
Okay.
But who do they have to really take the attention off of him? I know he's a matchup nightmare. I know he's one of the toughest covers in the league, along with Tyreek Hill, who we talked about earlier. But you still gotta, if you're bracketing him with a safety or if you're putting him in double coverage, do they have a guy on the other side that can separate, somebody that can take advantage or take that pressure off? Mm-hmm. I'm not sure.
I think here's the best part of the Raiders, Josh Jacobs, the running back.
Yeah.
I think he goes over 1,000 yards rushing.
Wow.
So with that, I think he has kind of the year that Saquon had last year. I think you're going to see that out of Josh Jacobs. I think he's going to average probably 4.5 yards per carry. I think he's going to have a great season. To eclipse that 1,000-yard mark seems to, just come down to a matter of volume. So I'm just anxious to see how much volume they get versus the Antonio Brown and kind of what that separation looks like. I think another thing I would say, Arden Key. I think he'll have a great year, just kind of outperforming the likes of I think it's Farrell. So I think he's gonna get the majority of the sacks. I think he's gonna have a great year. So their defense should be on lock, and I think Derek Carr is gonna end up getting benched halfway through the season.
Whoa,
I really do.
So what does that result to? Over or under 6 wins?
So I think they can probably pull it out, but I think I don't think they'll have 6 wins.
You're going under.
I'm going to go under.
Dow's going under.
I'm going to go under.
6 wins.
I think
for the Raiders.
They have some good. They have some good people in place. They have some good things to build on. But I think Derek Carr is going to get benched. I think you're going to see a high performing running back. I think Brown. I mean, it's all based off of Carr and what he can do. And then when he gets benched, I think there's just going to be too much turmoil. I think they have that move to Vegas. They don't even really know where they're going to play. Are they going to play at UNLV? Are they going to play in Oakland? Where are they going to even play? What is that? They just have a lot of things going on, and I think it's just too loud. I think they have too much noise going on around them. That's what I'm gonna say.
I like the Dow analysis.
The Dow analysis.
Nice.
Hey, can we make a shirt?
Little Al analysis.
The Dow analysis.
The Dow analysis.
Think it'll sell?
Do it, man.
Analysis.
You
Dow
need to
analysis.
make your love tank shirt first.
Danalysis.
The Danalysis.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
What's the franchise featured?
I think the Raiders will be better this year.
Featured news.
They're gonna be better, but their schedule's brutal.
Brutal.
They go 2 months without a home game. Yep. Remember we talked about that when we broke down the schedules? No home game for 2 months.
No.
Their pass rush is severely lacking on the defensive side of the ball.
What home?
Losing Khalil Mack.
What home?
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
And I think Derek Carr is going to continue to be a little bit bitch-made when getting hit. He's going to get beat up.
Yep.
He's not going to want to stand in the pocket and take the shots necessary.
Is he going to get benched?
And I think him and Gruden, I don't know about benched, but I think him and Gruden are going to have some head clashing. So for those reasons,
he's not.
You're out.
We have agreement.
For that reason, he is not going to be a Gruden grinder.
No, he's not. He's not going to be a Gruden grinder. We're in agreement. We're in another agreement. Pittsburgh. Two, Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
I had to stand up, man. I was getting that wedgie, the front wedgie. Not good.
Dow, how do you get a?
I don't know.
Gross.
I don't know what's happening. It's
Yeah,
not good.
That's very
Not good.
Below not good.
Below not good.
All right, so who do you got
Pittsburgh
now?
Steelers
Pittsburgh.
over under 9.
Ooh, Pittsburgh under 9 for sure.
Whoa,
Under
why?
9. Under 9.
What?
Dude, this team is in ruins, man. I think Ben retires after this year for sure. He needs to, in my opinion. Dude, I love James, man. He being able to pick him up early in 3 out of my 6 leagues last year. What a saving grace. I still think he does very, very well this year. That's just shout outs to Pittsburgh's offensive line, man. They have just always had great protection for their running backs. I think that's something that they've always done. I think their defense has continued to slack, obviously having that injury to Ryan Shazier, with the back. I think, again, it's like losing Suggs, right? You lose that leader. You lose that guy in the weight room that is just in your face. I just don't know if the Pittsburgh has a lot to build on. Mike Tomlin, I think, seems aged. I feel like if Tomlin is still a great coach, still one of the best, but I think almost, it's like us managers, sometimes you just kind of need a change of scenery. Sometimes you just need to get moved around a little bit. I feel like that's the way it is with Tomlin. So definitely for that, I'm under. I can get into their schedule. Pretty
under
tough,
9?
Yeah, pretty tough schedule as well. I can get into that, but under 9 for sure. That's where I'll start.
Here's how I feel.
What do you feel?
I think Pittsburgh's one of the best teams in the AFC. I think they continue to be this year. I think that all the reports of their demise, kind of like people have done to the Patriots for years, I think they're greatly over-exaggerated. I know 9 wins is a lot, but we are in disagreement. We are going to go
Over.
Pittsburgh Steelers over 9. I think Juju Smith-Schuster, huge bright spot there. I think that guy is ready to step into the prime role. He's ready to be the number 1 receiver there. Yeah. I think with the loss of Antonio Brown, you can argue that the morale might be better in the locker room with Antonio Brown out of there, dividing people and everything. Plus, you could say the defense got a huge jolt with drafting Devin Bush. He is the guy in the middle. Michigan linebacker Devin Bush will be the future of that linebacking core for years to come. Yeah. Super solid, right in the middle. He's going to take over that role that you're worried about them losing with Shazier and all that stuff. You're talking about the leadership, James Harrison. Devin Bush, dude. And I might be biased. I'm a Michigan guy. Yeah. But that guy's going to step in there and make an impact. Sure. I like Pittsburgh to go over 9 this year. I think they're going to be good, dude.
I think the only thing I would agree with you on that is their schedule. I think their schedule plays to their likelihood of possibly going over 9. I'm going to still say below 9, but I think it's still early.
Below not good.
I think that could change. I could see them going 11, and here's why. If you look at who they play first, Patriots, I think that's a loss. But I think Seahawks, they're taking the W.
They play the Patriots so tough every game, though. Dude.
I know they do.
Winnable.
I know they do.
So winnable.
But that's at the Patriots. If it was at Heinz Field,
I would say opening
say,
week, dude. Yeah. You see, what did we talk about last year? You're already losing sight. You're already forgetting the conversation.
Are we?
What do the Patriots do at the beginning of every season? Try shit out.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks they're shitty.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks they're no good. They lose 2 or 3 games before November even comes, and you're like, oh, dude, I don't know about the Patriots this year.
Brady needs to retire. And Gronk doesn't have it. Edelman's hurt.
Yeah, they were just testing shit out. Testing guys out. Testing people out on defense. Testing out this guy at safety. Moving these coverages around. Moving the O-line around. It's all testing and it's all tweaking until the playoffs.
Yeah, you know what tweaking they do is have so many people on the injury list pre the game, and then once the game starts, everybody plays. That's what they're good at.
So I could see
they have half the team on the injury list.
I mean, I could see the Steelers winning this game, no problem.
Edelman with a thumb yet again.
Wait, is that the season opener?
Yeah.
Is that the Patriot? Is that the Thursday night season opener? Patriots.
Is it
Pittsburgh
week 1?
Because the Patriots. Well, don't the Patriots? They're the Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
Don't they open the season? Or is it someone else? Do we not have our stuff straight here?
I don't know, man. I was looking at the games.
Let me look at the NFL schedule.
So yeah, as you're looking that up, week 1, I have them at the Patriots. I think they could they'll play it hard, but in Gillette.
Oh no, it's Packers Bears to open the season that Thursday night.
The Bears,
and then the Sunday nighter is Patriots Pittsburgh.
Nice. So I think you could see that. So I could see them winning 11. Just based off of the schedule, based off of my predictions here. I mean, I see a loss at week 1, and then I see possibly 3 wins in a row, if not 2 out of 3 wins in a row, and then you go on a nice win. The Colts. I'm worried about the Colts though, man. That Colts is gonna be a great team this year.
You're already under, right?
I think I'm under, but it's still too early for this one.
What do you mean?
Don't take mine as a lock. Everybody out there.
What do you mean? What?
I think they could be. I think they could be an 11-game winning team based off of the schedule. If you base it off the schedule, they've got a good schedule.
Doubt.
What?
If my grandma had a dick, she'd be my grandpa. What are we doing here? Do you like them over or do you like them under? What do you mean don't take them as a lock?
I'm gonna take.
It's July.
It's still
Football
early.
season's here.
It's still early.
Football season is here.
Still early. Edelman's still got a bum thumb. Did you hear about that yesterday?
Yes.
Bum thumb. Don't like it. All right. You know what? I'm taking them 11 wins. They're winning 11
Oh, you are
games.
going over.
They're
So you
winning.
just ruined my over.
They're winning.
You just jinxed my over.
They're winning 11.
All right.
That's the lock.
That's fine. So
They're
now,
winning.
so now, no longer are we here. We're in agreement. He switched it.
It's the schedule.
He switched it. Okay, here's what I'll tell you guys to end this segment.
Bait and switch.
It's enough football music. These bells are driving me nuts in the head.
Nuts in the head.
Check this out. If I had to say one of these is for sure a lock, the ultimate most lock out of all these, I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
That's what I'd say.
I think the Dolphins are that terrible. But here's my other advice. If you're going to bet the Raiders under 6 wins, which I suggest, Dow suggests, we agree on that one.
Hell yeah!
But what I would suggest you guys do, if you're going to bet it, if you're going to put actual money down and take action, wait. You know how many people are going to jump on that over after Hard Knocks? People are going to watch Hard Knocks, see John Gruden yelling, see all the stuff that's going on, and people are going to be betting that over like crazy. So you wait.
That's probably
you might
me.
be able to get it at 6.5 or 7
That sounds
instead
like-
of 6.
That sounds like something I do.
The line might go up.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds like something I do.
That's rookie betting for you. That's rookie betting. That's what they do. That's called the public. In my opinion, the way I bet sports, you always want to go against the public. I don't usually like to be on the same side as the public because the majority of times the public gets killed. Now, occasionally, have I made some bets dumb and gone against the public?
Sure.
And it's been just so obvious in front of my face. And then I get hammered and it's like, well, no shit. You didn't think Alabama was going to cover that in the national championship. But then have I made bets on the other side, like this year's national championship game, took Clemson when everyone rode Alabama.
Yeah.
Everyone was heavy on Alabama.
Your boy took Clemson.
I took Clemson, and not only they beat them, they thrashed them.
Yeah, it's
when have you
bad.
seen Alabama get killed like that in the
was
national
bad.
championship game? So I like to be on the opposite side of the public. Yes, it works out sometimes. Yes, sometimes I get killed and I look like an idiot, but I feel like more times than not, the public loses. So if you're on the opposite side of the public, you're going to do better than they do. That's how I feel. I think that's your best chance against the house. Everyone knows the house always wins. Vegas always wins.
So
But
you say wait till it gets to 7?
I think the number is going to get pushed up to 6.5 or 7.
'Cause everybody's
and
gonna
then when
take
you
them
bet
after
the
Hard
under,
Knocks.
yeah, you get a little bit. You'll get an extra half a game or a game. So that's going to mean if it gets pushed up to 6, now if they hit 6, you still win because you got 6.5. You know what I mean? So just for any betting novices out there,
There you go.
that's what I would do on the Raiders. I think everyone's going to jump on them later. That being said, let's jump into sneakers and fashion, man. Keep the cast rolling here. I know you got to get to work out. We've been making you late the past couple times, threatened to get fired.
Yeah.
So we got to get you out of here on time today.
Yeah.
Let's sneakers and fashion.
So I know you have a pair, but let's just start out kind of with some releases this week. For me, it's not a heavy week. It's not a great week, but I think it's an okay week. I'm kind of looking forward to 2 pairs specifically. Might you know which ones I'm talking about?
No.
All right. I'm not a big fan of this shoe. It is gone. So no,
I love how you're looking forward.
The past one.
Oh, okay.
Or a couple past ones. So the Air Jordan 3 Tinker is back. And it's back in black. Okay, so it's the black cement. So you're going to have the removable swooshes, all that good stuff. Some people, so I think you're going to be out for this one just because it's a very kind of Raider-esque colorway.
I love my black cements though.
But I
My
love
OG
this.
black
I love
cements.
this shoe, and for me, I wouldn't say it's a must cop, but at retail, and I think retail on these is $200. It seems a little high, but I really like this shoe. The black cement Tinker 3. I like this shoe. Nike Air on the back. You'll have the swooshes that you get to
It's
obviously
not really
detach.
black cement. It actually is black cement.
It is.
It's not like the regular cement, which
That's
we
kinda
call
sick, though.
the black cement 3s. We
Right.
call them the black cements.
Correct.
The cement is actually black.
It is black.
On the other ones, the cement is gray.
It is back in black.
It is actually cement. This is not even cement. I wouldn't call these black cements. I would call these black pavements. Because it's just all black.
Asphalt?
There's no cement. Yeah, these are the black asphalts.
the black asphalt.
These are the black asphalts.
Black asphalts.
Black cat's faults.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, the black cat's faults.
That works.
Okay. I love how we just had to say it
Yeah.
15 times.
I like this shoe though, man.
What
I
are the
think-
removable colors for the swooshes?
I don't know yet. I haven't heard anything yet.
Really?
But usually with
that might
Tinkers,
make
right?
me in. I don't like those gray.
Usually with Tinkers, they should have removable, but I haven't really seen
That
yet.
doesn't
Dude,
look
right there by
removable.
themselves, it almost looks like a Bo Jackson 3. Like that right there.
It does.
You could tell me that's a Bo Jackson 3,
Dude.
and I would be
like a Bo Jackson Air Trainer 3.
yeah, exactly.
I like it.
exactly.
There's literally stitching going straight
Literally?
through the check. There's stitching going through the check.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's stitching. We don't want you to lie.
I'm not gonna lie. There's literally stitching going through the chest.
There's stitch. Okay,
I'm just
my
kidding.
like.
So what you're saying is
That one
they
was
may
a- that
not
one
be
was a roast.
removable.
Yes,
They may not be.
on the way out.
We'll
Like,
see.
just
but-
from looking at them,
Shoes-
stitching.
Oh,
but-
so Dowell, you gave misinformation. it sounds
No,
like.
I didn't say they were necessarily.
Oh, I thought you said
but
with the removable
I haven't-
swooshes,
I
all
haven't-
that stuff.
Possibly with removable
Possibly,
swooshes. I
yeah.
haven't seen them yet. I haven't seen any removable swooshes, but the one before this had them. I mean, but it doesn't look like it according to JJ's picture. I would agree looking at the picture. But if they did, if they don't, I could still be in. I like the colorway.
Interesting.
I
don't
can
think
wear
they're
this to
removable.
work, but if I buy this for work, that would mean I'd have to stay at work. Then I couldn't do this cast full time. So I'm kind of in my feelings on this one.
Here's what I would say.
I don't know what to do.
I agree. I don't think there's removable swooshes. I think for those reasons, I'm out.
Do you like that subtle Nike Air on the back?
I do like the black on
That's what I call
black.
back in black. I like it.
I'm not fully out. I'm not fully out on these. I kind of like them. I can't tell for sure.
Are
Dude,
they
there's been
worth-
so many shoes lately. So many shoes lately I've said I'm out on,
Yeah.
and then I've gotten to see them in hand. Got to have them.
The Terra Kygers are one of those. I thought they were awful in pictures, but as I get them in hand, which I want to talk about my pair, not just the hoe laces, but we'll talk about my pair here in a little bit. But
Okay.
that being said, is this one that you'll wait to see in hand first
Yes.
because you'll make me buy it and then you'll decide?
Yeah, I'll wait to see them in hand.
Is it worth $200 retail?
Eco
Just
Lay.
by looking at it.
I don't think so because of the past couple releases going under retail. The one with the removable swooshes
Yeah.
went under retail, and I think the one with the black swoosh went under retail.
The cheapest I've seen the red pair is like $170.
That's
Is
the
that-
removable swoosh
Yeah.
pair. Yeah.
Is that worth $170? This pair to me is worth $170.
I need to see them in hand. It's so hard.
If I can get the
I'm like you
$20
with the Steelers schedule.
Yeah, if I can get the $20 Foot Locker code off of these,
yeah.
I will buy them. If not, I will wait till they go down.
Goodness.
That's what I'm going to say.
That's a tough one, man. I like them, but I don't know if I like them enough to pay full retail, and I don't know if I like them enough to. I don't know what the materials are like.
Yeah.
I really need to see them in hand.
For sure.
I really need to see the quality. I just need to see everything because they're not a typical 3. I don't own any of the JTHs,
Yeah.
so I haven't liked the white ones.
Right.
I have just not been.
That's
a
what I
huge
like
fan
about
of the
this
white
one.
ones.
Because then the creases and that type of stuff, the white toe boxes are dirty from the factory.
If there's
it
no
seems like.
removable swooshes, I kind of wish the black was white on
Do
the
you?
back, or the Nike Air on the back. Excuse me, it was white,
I like the black.
not the black.
I like that subtle.
Yeah, that black Nike Air on the back.
I like it.
It's so much blending on the back, but then it's not blending on the front.
I'd agree with that.
It's like this outsole, or the midsole isn't black. The swoosh isn't black. So then why is that black?
Why is that
It just
all
feels,
black?
yeah, it just feels,
Yeah.
it doesn't bother me to the point where I'm like, I don't want the pair. But if there's no removable swooshes and there's nothing else to give me a pop,
Yeah.
I want something, I just want something more.
Yeah.
You know what? This might be a shoe I would get and do a lace swap. Maybe dress it up.
Yeah.
It's just, I need something more. And I know you don't because you love this.
I love subtlety.
You love this. This is everything you love.
This is my shoe.
From the gold lace aglets.
Looks
You know?
like the Bo Jackson. You got the black
Or
toe box.
eyelets, I'm sorry.
You got the black toe box versus the white. You've got the subtlety
Yeesh.
of the Nike Air all in black on the back, which is super fire.
Yeah.
Woo.
Interesting. Okay,
The
what's
black
the next pair?
asphalt, not cement.
We spent too much time on them.
All right, good.
I got to start moving the show along better. The more as I watch the Teddy interview and as I watch the show, I just need to keep it. I bet you we can get these cast about 2 hours and get the same content. Sometimes we just dwell a little bit much. Let me know in the comments if you agree. And maybe it's just because I sit through it here, then I sit through it again watching it.
Right.
But sometimes I'm kind of like, man, I could have moved that along a little quicker. So
All right.
I'm gonna try to do that for you guys.
The Nike Air Max 1 sketch to shelf white, $150 retail. What do you think?
Restaurant
Those are sick.
joints.
Restaurant joints.
Yep,
Why?
I'm out. I just don't. They're an all white restaurant.
I've never seen a restaurant white shoe. I've seen black.
Oh, well, here's what it reminds me of.
Okay, I'm
It
confused.
reminds me of the kids that I used to cook with in the kitchen in college. You just wore the nastiest whatever. It didn't matter.
Wow.
You just wore, and so I had kids in all white Air Maxes back in the kitchen.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, they were brown, dude. But initially they were
Sure.
all white. But they were like just so greased up and shitty because they were just old shoes to them. So it's just like wear whatever old shoes you want. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And this was not a high-end restaurant, so there was no rules. It wasn't like you need to wear black non-slips. People just wore whatever shoes. You came in basketball shorts, no boxers, and no socks, and just threw on some gross shoes and cooking. Kyle Schwartz.
Gotcha.
If I'm calling names.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, it's what it was.
For me, I love the double stitching. I love how it kind of looks like a prototype, kind of blueprint type shoe.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Oh, that's on the shoe.
Yeah,
Okay.
but would I ever wear it? No. That is not a wearable shoe for me.
Yeah.
I like the concept. I like the tinker behind it. I like the sketches, the blueprint concept. But for me, an all-white shoe, I don't like all-white shoes, so I wouldn't wear that shoe. I like the milky outsole.
Here's what it reminds me of. It looks like Nike took something that everyone else was doing, a.k.a. the sketch thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing customs of the sketch.
Sure.
And decided to put it out and make a shittier version of it. I'd rather have someone do a custom.
And write Tinker's name on it.
Right. I've seen 100 customs on Air Maxes, Jordan 1s.
Way better than that.
Way better.
Yeah.
Not even close. And that's the first model you're going to release with a sketch type thing. Actually, I guess that's not true. They had the coloring book joint.
The red joint.
Yeah, the red with all the little sketches
Scribbles
on
and
it.
shit.
I would honestly rather have that one.
Me too.
Yeah, I would rather have that one.
Because it has that traditional red color of the Air Max 1,
Right.
the anniversary model, that kind of stuff. This, however, I like it.
It's
but
not done enough too. Only part they're
Yeah.
sketching is down here. It's not done enough up here to call it it's like a half done sketch model.
Yeah, if you're going to give me Jay-Z the blueprint, like, make it better than this.
Yeah, make it the Blueprint 3.
Yeah.
What are we doing? All right.
Totally.
Let's move.
So that's, and then there's the PG Nike Air Jordan 6 PSG. So, the whole, I don't know, man.
Those are awful.
I don't even want to talk about them.
You and I with sixes.
They're sixes. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Bowling shoes.
Let's look at your pair. Because we haven't seen we haven't seen that color in the studio. We are familiar with this model.
There you go.
I did want to see this color in person.
I've already seen them, obviously.
Do these have hoe laces too?
I didn't even
You
look
didn't
yet.
check your
I have
laces?
not looked. I saved it for the cast.
Because this is Philly the plug, right? We
This
got
is,
to let him know.
It's not Philly the plug. It's Brian the Philly plug.
Brian the Philly plug.
Yeah. The Philly plug, not Philly the plug. But I like it. What do you think? First thoughts?
Yeah, very wearable. I like the black. I like the black. I'm wearing all black today, man. I really like black.
I think that
So that
aluminum
pink
foil
was
hit on
too
the
much
swoosh
for
on the
you?
inside really hits off the black.
It does.
Really pops nice
It
off
does.
the black. I like that.
It does, yeah. I don't know. It is boring. It's kind of a boring shoe.
Yeah.
And I don't usually say that about these subtle flexes that I like to do, but
That I like to do. I wore them 3 thumbnails ago.
I wore them 3 thumbnails ago.
Ted was dying at that one.
I like this shoe. That being said, I like the pink. The pink and the black is a nice transition. Very T-Mobile as
What's your
well.
favorite part of these?
Of this particular
The whole
colorway?
no. The all in general.
The hoe laces on my shoe. That's my favorite
What's
part.
something that all 3 of them share that's your favorite part? Just your favorite detail? Is it the tongue? Is it the spikes? Is it what?
I would say for me, I would say the tongue,
Not the AstroTurf
No.
off-white
Pool
tech?
table.
Nope, hate
The
that.
pool table felt off-white zip tie?
That's almost the worst part. For me,
Jeez.
yeah, for me, I like this different spiky design. I think that's great. I'm gonna actually wear these when I golf this week with Muzz. I'm gonna wear my pair on the golf course.
We need to shoot some content.
You think
we
so?
need to get some featured footage.
I'll let you know when we're going.
All right.
We'll get JJ and you.
Oh,
gonna be
dude.
gone.
Let's just shoot a video for the channel called Do They Golf? And it'll be these.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds dope.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll be on the course. So I want to do that. So I like the spikes, but if you wear these on concrete, I think those spikes will wear out so quick. I
feel like that too,
Those
dude.
spikes will be nothing. I swear. In like after
If you're just trying to wear these around, if you're just going to Costco on a Sunday to go get groceries, like,
dude,
you
they're
would not
so
throw these on.
They're
right?
so soft. Those spikes are so soft
Yeah.
that I think they'll be gone in no time.
It's not like a trail sole for an NMD
No.
where it's going to last.
which
you.
is weird because the marketing was on a track, correct? Like track and field type shit was the marketing behind it.
I don't know. I know that they're trail rated, and it even says that on the inside.
I'm 100% positive the marketing campaign was on a track.
100%, Dell?
100%.
Wow.
I don't want to lie to you.
Would you put your first year of Patreon money on that?
Yes.
I'm just,
Yes, I would.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because that Patreon money is your guys' money as well.
Yeah,
I'm betting the mortgage. Okay, all right.
Okay, all right. I said your Patreon money.
Oh, no.
Dude, another thing I didn't even notice, this has the same designs as the box. I didn't notice that until the black pair. We've looked at the white. We've looked at the green.
The
This-
tag?
No, the tongue. Look behind it. Look
Oh,
as
yeah.
the light shines through it.
I know. I don't like it. The polka dots.
I didn't notice that.
I don't like it.
Did you notice that before?
Yes.
Huh.
That is my least favorite part of the shoe.
Interesting.
The polka dot aspect tongue. Get out of here with that.
You know what my favorite part is of these?
What?
Absolutely. And dude, it's one of my
Nothing.
favorite parts on the Off-White sneaker that I have.
Yeah.
Just love the dipped lace tips, dude.
The dip tip.
And I wish that these had them too. I wish they were all dipped.
Do you?
But I just love that.
I don't. Have you tried to lace these? Dude,
No, I haven't.
it's got that fly wire. It's so thin. The last thing you want on these is dip tips.
Oh, to get them through?
Oh, dude, it's the
Gotcha.
worst. Yeah. So you wouldn't want that.
Okay.
But that being said, let me give you my review. So I've wore mine around the house a little bit. Oh my God. Number one, it's a women's shoe. I have to be understanding of that. It is a narrow shoe. Dude, I don't know if I can wear these going to the incline.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh.
My feet hurt.
Interesting. What size? When you went true to size, though, you should have halved up.
I think I should have halved up. But
gotta-
dude, I have so much, well, not so much room, but I have quite a bit of room in the toe on true to size. But damn, they're narrow, dude.
Well,
And
shout out to the Philly Plug for looking out for me because these are a 12.5.
Oh, you're going to be in good shape.
Yeah.
You're going to be in great shape.
These are a 14 women's, 12.5 men's.
Mine are too narrow. I would say go half up, man. And I don't have a wide foot.
So you can't do the incline?
I don't know if I can do the incline. I mean, I'll do it for the content. My feet are going to be beat up, dude.
What are you going to do after the content?
CBD massage.
What are you going to do with the shoes? We're going to have to give them away to a listener. That
I'm going
does trail
to have to
running.
donate them. I don't know.
I'm down.
I'm bummed.
I'm down. I'm down to see your feet hurting.
My
I think
feet
that'd
already
add to
hurt
the
thinking
content.
about it.
That would add a lot to the content.
I like this pair. So what I think I might do is I might buy this pair as soon as they start coming down because maybe even a used pair, a gently used pair where I can get a good price, and I will do a half size up, and we'll review it then.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
All right.
I like these though. They're cool, man.
Yeah, I think the black is definitely one of the cooler.
How are you going to lace these? Have you thought
I don't
about that?
know. No.
Damn, I wish I would have brought mine to the studio, dude, because I messed with my lacing because obviously it's so damn narrow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! I
They
have
look
them
dope?
loosed. I have them as loose as they possibly can get. I wouldn't say they look dope. I'm still trying to figure out what to do.
Oh, so you're asking me for like tips.
I need to
You're
lace
not
it.
asking me as a curiosity. You're like,
think
hey,
you need to do
what do we do?
You need to do a video, maybe TTF's featured footage, a lacing tutorial on these.
dude,
Please.
These are not made for style, though. We just
Please.
talked about. You wear these out on concrete, you're ruined.
These are for running, dude.
What about the people like Seth Fowler and Hess Kicks that have them? They ain't running. They're not hiking the incline. They're not in Manitou, Colorado. They need lacing help.
They're also content creators. They need lacing help.
They need lacing help.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do what we can.
Nobody's done lace videos on these. Is there a reason for that? Maybe because they're not
Probably
like
because it's an actual athletic shoe.
Right. These shoes are for a purpose. Like you're not
Like,
supposed
you
to
don't
style
just
these up and
wear
just wear
them
them
just
around.
to
I
wear
think
them.
any shoe arguably is for a purpose.
Arguably.
Yeah, it's debatable.
Let me just say, do a lacing tutorial. You may have 1 million views.
Oh, geez. I don't think so because judging by the way
many
the resale price on this is,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone cares.
Hey, over under 10,000 views. Lacing tutorial. on this.
Under
I'm going to say over. Do it. How much you want to put down?
20.
I'll put 20 on it.
Yeah. All right.
All right, let's do it.
20.
So you got to do the video. Hey,
In what span though?
Oh,
what
yeah,
span?
damn, that's tough. Yeah, because hype is dying and it continues to die. I still need a lacing tutorial.
By the end of August, what do you say?
No, there's no way you can hit 10,000 by then.
What? Oh, jeez.
I would say by
What do
the. When are you going to put it out?
If people are into it, it should hit 10,000 by the end of August. It's a month and a half.
I think I need 2 months. 2 months.
So September 22nd.
Depends on when you get the video out. So 2 months from that video.
2 months from the day I drop it.
I'm good with that.
All right.
$20.
20.
10,000 views.
All right.
Cool.
You think it's going over?
Well, it has to so I can win. Can you do it?
I don't know.
I wonder. I think you should do it. There's no other lacing tutorial. I looked. It doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt.
If there's no other lacing tutorials on this shoe, if I want it, somebody in the game, kind of. I think it'd
I'm
be
gonna
a
have
good
to
video.
do a serious diagnose. I'm gonna have to do a lot of work.
I think it would
freak
work,
these.
dude.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of freaking.
That's what I'm saying. You have to
feel
freak
like
the
it
hell
would
out of this shoe to make it laced cool. Dude,
I'm gonna have to sit here and examine this for.
you could
hours.
literally single-handedly, Thomas the Franchise, TTF's featured
crazy
footage,
idea. Just
can
go
hype
running.
this shoe. Can hype this shoe up. with a great lacing tutorial.
I don't know, Dal. I think you're overshooting it.
You could change the game.
I think you're over.
Oh my gosh, you were saying the same exact thing to Teddy.
Dallas was?
Yeah,
About what?
that one. I forgot what shoe it was. Oh, the Solar Glides, I think it was, or some shoe he really liked. He was like, "You could totally help, like, bring back the hype for it." He's like, "No."
I said that to Ted.
Yeah.
I'm bringing back the hype. What are you talking about? I don't need Ted.
Okay.
I got all 4 pairs.
Okay.
Why do I need Ted all of a sudden?
I'm bringing back the hype. What
Get
are
outta
you
here.
talking about?
And so is TTF when he laces these because no other lacing tutorial
Dude, you
exists.
should. People should just stick to using them for running. Okay, like it's meant to.
JJ, do you have a pair yet?
I do not.
Oh, great. I'm glad you haven't
also
been
not
gifted a pair
runner.
yet. Jeez. And until you have a pair, maybe you should quiet down, okay? You deadlifting some bitch, you.
Okay.
All right.
Shots. YouTube comments?
Yeah.
All right. YouTube comments so Dal can get out of here. I think we have some people that have been leaving Patreon comments too, so we'll just read. Let's kind of do both.
Sick.
These are going to be from the homie Ted, his episode. So it'll be a little bit of it'll be a little bit of a
Mix up.
mix-up. Yeah, sorry. I was trying to read this comment.
Mashup.
It had someone's comments blocked. It shouldn't have been blocked. I don't know. It wasn't like negative.
Oh.
Sometimes it does that. Like sometimes it'll block some of the comments, which is really weird. All right, so let's do this. Also, I put up a highlight video, and I'm going to start dropping a few different highlight videos. If you guys like those, man, let me know, because they require some work, but they work well. I think it allows people to tune into the cast that weren't always going to tune in or don't have time or whatever. So, again, we're just trying to grow the show. First up, the Philly Mayor. Yo, what up, homies? Great job on the last cast with Ted. Actually, before I do that, let me get some music. I like the music. Did you like the music under the last cast? Just the little instrumentals?
Yeah. It was dope.
I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of...
Would you mind removing the box from the
there we
table?
go. You hear that?
I do.
NFL music still?
School.
There we go. Kool-Aid and frozen pizza. Great job on the last cast with Ted. I didn't get a chance to comment on the last few casts, but I did want to comment on the Roger Federer logo topic. Wasn't sure if you guys knew, but Kawhi is going through the same thing with the claw logo. We talked about it, Plug. What are you... It's all right, we'll give you a break, Plug. Nike owns it, but Kawhi is suing Nike. Kawhi is arguing that he did a sketch and provided it to Nike. Just figured I'd throw it out there since you talked about it. Oh, we did talk about it. Oh, wait. I'm confused, Plug. What? Oh, he was just letting us know about the sketch. Got it. That
Gotcha.
part. Okay. That part. How great was the hoe lace segment? Ted finding that cracked me up. TTF, how did the size 14 in women's fit you in the Terra Tigers? I know for me, I needed the 12.5 in men's because it ran a little narrow. P.S. If you still want the white pair, let me know because I did another in a trade.
Wow.
I have to think about that.
I like that white pair.
I know. The white pair
It get
is dope.
jacked up, but I like it.
The white pair is dope. Lastly, taco neck was great. The laughing emojis. Totally forgot about that. But seriously, Taco Bell fries are the shit. They are better than most places. It has a nice crispy texture and it comes with nacho cheese. I don't eat fast food often, but those fries are good. And when they have them, because they don't do it often. Look at that. What do you know? Last thing, TTF, I love the idea of the real versus fake you have planned with the Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott Low. But man, have you seen the up and down price of the shoe in bigger sizes? Seems like a lot of people hit except me. So that price should fall pretty good today into tomorrow when these people who need the cash for a quick flip.
Yep.
Anyone who's going to pay resale, buy when it drops, because after that, people sell fast on StockX and the price will go back up. Have a great weekend, homie. Plug out. Or homies. Sorry. I think he's totally right.
Yeah.
The shoe is the cheapest. Sometimes the day between like 5 days. The day it drops between the next like 4 or 5 days into when people start getting their pairs, it's when the shoe is the absolute cheapest. That's when you should cop, and it will go up from there. So if you're unfamiliar, you don't follow me on social media, I did announce that I do have a pair of the Travis Scott lows coming in. I also have a fake pair of the Travis Scott lows coming in. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We'll be able to do a real versus fake on the channel. I know the last one I did with the Off-Whites got a ton of traction, and that's what we're trying to do is bring traction to the channel so we can bring more people through with the podcast and help people out. So real versus fake, going to start doing more of those. Should be a lot of fun.
Yep.
Next up, Paul F. Y'all talking about the reflective shoes, but completely forgetting the 5th anniversary Ultra Boosts with the sad face. Paul, why are you? Oh, sad guy. I think with Teddy, we were talking about reflective stuff.
Yeah.
3M and just reflective, and I guess we didn't mention that one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think we were just talking most hyped shoes, but yeah, I mean, the 5-year anniversaries are cool, man.
I still have my pair.
I don't.
Of course. Sorry you're sad, Paul. I'm sorry, but we'll still give you some shots anyway.
But
Thanks
you
for
guys will
coming
be able to see that in TTF's featured footage.
Yes. Dallas collection vid coming in TTF's feature footage. If you're subscribed to the Patreon, we're dropping that. Dirty DJ, another fire cast. Man, surprise appearance by Ted too. Amazing cast, guys. Ted needs a monthly guest spot for sure. His thoughts on Nike were pure comedy. Still finishing the cast, but wanted to get a comment in. Keep up the great work, fellas. I think Ted's too busy for a monthly appearance.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Trust me. It'd be awesome, but we'd probably have to pay Ted to get him in here.
I think next time we talk to Ted, I think we're gonna get Dirty Earn.
Oh yeah, we have to.
We'll have the whole crew next time.
International.
Yeah,
have
Earn
to.
International.
Jack T up next. Just saying, when you say the most underrated, it makes you sound like you deserve to be bigger. So I would lay off that a bit. Jack coming through. Thanks for the thoughts, Jack. I'm not going to lay off that a bit because we do deserve to be bigger. If you listen to the show, I never seen your name in here, so maybe you're new, maybe you're not listening. I don't give a shit. What I do care about is I want people to know that the name is the name for a reason. If I don't think we're underrated, I wouldn't be calling myself that. If the listeners didn't think we were underrated, we wouldn't be calling ourselves that. This started from the YouTube channel being underrated and people telling me this channel should get more views. Why doesn't this video have more views? Why doesn't this guy have more views? Why doesn't this show have more views? It all started from the listeners. Right. So I took it and ran with it and turned it into the most underrated and created a brand out of it. And I still think this shit is underrated. This shit should be getting 10,000 views a show easily. And I'm not saying we deserve the world. I'm not saying we should be doing Joe Rogan numbers. I'm saying we should be doing 10,000 views a show. I think that's what this show should be doing right now. The quality of the video we put out, the quality of the audio you get, phones ringing during the show, which I have on silent. My shit ain't ringing through the thing. That's quality there for you. I just threw that one in off a whim because I'm going and I'm already hot and my phone started ringing. But you know what, Jack? If you have an opinion on it and you don't like that, or if you think it's too cocky, that's fine. Mm-hmm. That's your opinion. But I'm just letting you know, if you don't understand, or if you don't know where the name come from, or you don't know who I am, I definitely think we're underrated. Yeah. We do deserve more. The quality, the effort we're putting into this show does deserve more. Yeah. There are people that get a lot more views than we do, and they have a lot more fans, and they're making a lot more money, and they're doing it a lot bigger, who have a lot shittier show, Jack.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Hey, Jack, if you came to us and said, hey guys, I've been watching since episode 12. Pretty good show. But you know what? You really haven't got any better.
I don't think it's that underrated.
You guys are still shit in the bed.
Right.
And you guys are really not that underrated. So here we are, 81 episodes deep. What are you guys going to do that's going to get better?
Right.
Now, if you said something like that, we could argue that.
Yeah.
We'd have a discussion.
I could be like,
but instead, you want to come in here and you want to say, hey, man, you should watch it. Just watch it, man. You know what? You're lucky Jay Nasty hasn't come at you yet and ripped your butthole apart. Okay? So, Jack, stay back.
Nice one, Dow.
Relax.
No, it's fine. I mean,
Yeah,
it's totally fine. But like, I totally agree with you.
Look at how uncomfortable Stringer was during that whole dude, this guy's red over here.
People can have their opinions, but they can't expect me not to have mine too, especially with the work I put in here every single week.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me that I don't deserve to be the most underrated or be called the most underrated? Yeah. Out of your mind, my guy.
There's a lot of bigger podcasts than us out there that are only doing one episode a week. Go hang with them then. We're putting a lot of work into this.
I think he just wants, he likes a little bit of humble. I don't know that necessarily he's coming at us like you guys should stop saying that.
Right.
He thinks we should stop saying that, but perhaps he doesn't know everything else.
Yeah.
So I don't want to, I'm not shitting on you, Jack, but I'm shitting on the idea that we don't belong to be called the most underrated.
Sure.
Because I don't care if we have 200,000 views a show. Yeah. We're going to be the most underrated.
Yeah.
Jay Nasty, the Mad City Madman, up next. What a win by Lowry. Guy threw his clubs in the trunk of his car, drove to the open. What a win.
Yeah.
Thought I'd note a few bonuses he gets. Maybe listeners and viewers would find interesting. Nasty, this is what let's go. Are you doing JJ's job? This is sick right here. Look at this. Exemption into the open until age 60. Getting some extra money for
Wow.
that. Exempt status on the PGA Tour for 5 years. Getting an extra money for that. Exempt status on the Euro Tour for 10 years. Getting extra money there. Invitation to the next 5 Masters. There you go.
I like it.
Exempt for the next 5 U.S. Opens. So he doesn't have to qualify. He's in.
That's sick.
So automatically you're getting money. This is what Jay Nasty's saying here. He's exempt into the next 5 PGA championships. Automatically entered in, ready to go. And then the lastly, exempt into the next 5 Players Championships. So this guy, not only but did he make a ton of money by winning there, he solidified his spot into making more and more and more money later on.
Yeah, I think he made $1.3 million from this tournament, but the exemptions and be able to make all that other money and just be able to
Bonuses,
play.
Yep.
Awesome.
He well, with all that, do you know what he won?
1.3.
1.9 with all the exemption with all the exemptions and everything else. It adds up to about 1.9 million.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
because I
Super
initially
cool.
heard 1.3, but with the that makes sense.
Jay Nasty.
Sick.
Yeah, that's what that's Nasty stats here. So shout out to Jay Nasty for coming through, adding something to the cast. That's all I want.
Appreciate Nasty.
That's all I want. And now I don't hate on anyone that just wants to listen. And if you never want to comment and you don't ever want me to know who you are, that's fine too. I love the shit out of you all the same. But right here, making the show better, people that come through to make the show better, I have deep love in my heart for you guys.
Bet.
Next up, SWC 53, the homie Roe.
Bro.
Great cast. The sneakers and fashion was fire. Can't stop laughing with the crying emoji. Dow, were you thinking about bringing the New Balance? What were you thinking bringing the New Balances in with Teddy with 3 laughing, crying emojis?
Yeah, franchise made me do it. I told franchise I got these New Balance. He's like, bring them on the show. What are we doing?
What are we doing? You know me, everything's content.
Yeah.
I got feature footage to live up to. Everything's content.
That's true.
I got content to put out. Rax Life up next. First time listener, first time commenter. Good cast, great job, duders. Bam.
Appreciate that.
Shout out
that
to
means
homie.
a lot.
That does mean a lot. He's a content creator. Has quite a following on IG and Twitter.
Yeah.
I think over 20K or something. So
Something like that.
appreciate you listening.
Yeah,
in,
it means a
dog.
lot.
I reached out to him, told him thank you for the.
Yeah, he has a connection with Lapstone and Hammer. This guy's plugged up, plugged in, in a lot of different facets. Does like I said, creates his own content, and from creator to creator, that means a lot. So we appreciate you coming by.
No doubt. Next up, let me give him some shots. Let me give him some extra shots. Rax Life. Martin Rodriguez up next. Teddy is a gift, man. His influence on Earth speaks volumes. Even if no one gives him the credibility, as long as his fans and close homies do, he's content.
Yep.
That's how you get happiness in life, dog.
Cue the Phil Jackson.
The Phil Jackson. Yeah, we got to give him some. Huh?
Give them some credit. I mean, for real.
There you go. That's why you got to have your own soundboard.
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's why you got to have your own
I
sound
can make
shit.
this cast better. Thanks, Jack.
The homie Brett up next. You guys interacting with Teddy is fire. Definitely my favorite podcast of yours thus far. Thank you, Brett. Appreciate it. See, that's a good comment there.
Yeah.
Because Brett, definitely my favorite podcast of yours this far. Brett's probably not a guy that listens to every single episode.
Sure.
He probably listens here and there. That's the best one he's heard thus far. Doesn't mean it's the best one we've ever done. It doesn't mean he listens to every episode. That's what...
Thus far.
Just the best stuff thus far.
Yeah.
That's what you were saying about, hey, if Jack had come in listening to since episode 12, it would make more sense.
Yeah.
But the fact that new people that are new in the comments probably are new to the show, I would anticipate, most of the time.
Sure.
Wavy got NYC up next. All he did, simple praying hands.
We'll take it.
I feel bad giving him shots after that, but it's what we do. Keo Unger. Some nice emojis. The cool guy emoji, the love emoji. Nicholas up next. Teddy pulls up, and the young bull JJ gets that local boot. Classic. Yeah, we had to boot JJ. There's just not enough room at the table.
Yeah, that's true.
There's just not. It would have been too much, and I don't want JJ buddying up next to me with his big ass lifting arms and sweating and his
the hell,
lifting
man?
farts. Not good, guy.
Yeah, the protein
farts are bad news. Yeah.
Protein death farts.
The homie Mook 355 Young. Love the vlog love the vlog always. A great one when Teddy comes through. Only thing I fucks with is those 97 H's. LOL. Reason because I'm a size 14 and I love 997s, but they don't come in a size 14. So no choice. But to cop this very shoe Dal got, rock on.
Nice.
With the rock on emoji.
Appreciate the support, dog. $17, like a sore Peter. You can't beat it.
Whoa, wow, whoa. Yikes.
Wow.
Wow.
I knew I'd get JJ on that one. LOL.
Jeremy freaking Huera up next. Bro, put the Hole shoe up on eBay.
It's a good idea.
I love it. Drawing D's on thumbnails. I like the cast, but not really into this one. Teddy is an abrasive guy. Oddly, he spends a lot of time talking about things he doesn't give a fuck about. For example, Adidas advertising, Face app, etc. Seth's deal with planners is corporate interest, but Teddy's deal with StockX is all good, bro. After shredding Seth's shoe, washes it down with Seth's a nice guy. Too much negative energy in this cast. Appreciate it, dog.
I mean,
new in the comments. That's a guy right here. Look at that's a guy that's new in the comments, but he says he listens to the cast. He says I like the cast, but not really into this one.
Totally.
Just not his flavor of episode. I know there's people that really rock with it. There's people that didn't rock with it. I appreciate you coming through, putting your 2 cents in, and that's how you do it.
I think that's a valid opinion.
Matt up next. Fuck yeah, what a pleasant surprise having Ted on the cast. Keep it up, bros. Appreciate you.
Nice.
Matt, my man, Danny Belton. This guy, dude, we got to get him, we got to get Danny on some. Let me pull up some, he had some other comments here. Oh, it's Teddy in the house. Chais, Danny B here. I was combining Dal's name with Rajon Rondo, Daljon Palando, because he shared the same hatred of CP3. That's why. Yeah. That's where Daljon Palando.
Yeah, because what was
Daljon
that? Not
Palando.
last year, but the year before? Fisticuffs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
Patreon is a game changer on the East Coast, being able to consume the cast before the weekend. Before I'd get to the cast Friday night, listening to the cast by Monday morning, try to get a comment in by lunchtime. Here I am Thursday night, way ahead of the game. It's going to be clutch when football and basketball season comes around.
Man, that's a great comment because that gets me pumped too, man. To give people gambling advice, spreads, things like, not that we're perfect or gold, but man, I think it's just going to be better.
A lot of fun.
It's going to be awesome.
He continues over here on YouTube. I know Teddy roasted you, Dal, but I F with those New Balances for $10 on the for the pink N alone.
Ooh,
on the New Balance. 574s are a classic that I'll always have in the collection. The No Days Off Bodega collab is super limited and straight flames. Hoe laces. On the women's off-whites, say it ain't so. The laughing emojis. Dal, you only live once. Start wearing your shoes. Since Teddy brought it up, your boy Danimal is half Irish and half Vietnamese. Con Lee, you ain't the only one repping Asians in the most underrated posse. Bang.
Nice.
Danny Belton. I like that. I like Danny Belton.
Sounds like a baseball player.
It sounds like, sounds good. Normally I'm not a fan of putting the little kidism on the name. Danny, Mikey, Jimmy, Richie, Johnny. But I love Danny Belton for some reason. Normally that sounds like a little kid and it's not like an older man's name. I would never call an older man, Ricky. Yeah. But I just call him Rick.
Maybe it's because, what is it, Belton?
But maybe he wants to look at Ricky Fowler.
What about Carlos Beltran? Maybe that's where I'm getting the baseball.
Danny Beltran.
Danny Beltran.
No, it's Danny Belton.
I know, but I'm thinking Beltran, which is the baseball. That's where I get that baseball.
Yeah.
I think that's
Carlos Beltran.
Los.
So let me give him some shots. Tyler Johnson up next. I could do without the gunshots. Just obnoxious. Great pod otherwise. Thumbs up.
All right.
I like it, Tyler.
Get a lot of shots. I like you, Tyler.
Coming through. We gotta hold you down, Tyler. We know you love coming through the cast. My man, Hey Gil, up next with the fire emoji. We'll just give you that.
Hey Gil.
Nice one.
That's what I thought of. I don't know.
Nice one. Also, by the way, if you guys hate the gunshots as well, just comment on that comment in this in the last cast with Teddy. Just go comment and say whether you do or don't like the gunshots. I'm going to take a poll. If a lot of people don't like them, we'll stop doing the gunshots. Yeah. This is my first complaint I've heard about the gunshots. So
we'll do the baseball card flaps instead.
Well, yeah. When you guys do the fire emoji, we'll just have some fire crackling in the background.
Yeah.
Phil Mickelson style, little fireside chats.
Yeah, some black cats.
I can't really do fire cracking.
Yeah, it'd be a lot louder.
It'd be a lot louder. Brett Pollock up next. Can we get a Teddy episode once a month?
Wow.
We'll work on it.
Yeah, if he wasn't so busy.
We'll work on it. Nailed it on this one, fam. Fire emoji. Norwall music. Appreciate it.
Norwall.
Blake P up next. Always so much fun to hear you guys chat with Teddy. He often has a different perspective than you guys, which makes for an interesting listen. He has strong opinions about everything, and I was dying when he ripped Dow's New Balance pickup to the point he couldn't even justify the purchase other than saying he bought them because they were cheap. Oh, that might be the funniest. Dude,
Oh man.
we were just
Why did you say cheap? Why couldn't you use value? Next time, man, edit your words.
We
Okay?
were-
It's value, not cheap.
I don't know.
That was definitely cheap.
That was cheap.
Haters, these have no energy.
No soul to
These
it.
have no soul. It's no energy.
Nalong 55. Why is Ted acting all tough and different? Egotistical in this video.
Wow.
Seems much different than his vlogs and in real life. I don't know. I found it the same. I found that's how Teddy always is. Maybe like in his first vlogs, like if you watched him back when he did have long hair.
Yeah.
I know that was a joke. But like if you haven't watched a vlog recently, he's definitely like the most authentic you can be. Like he's always 100% real. He's always authentic. He'll tell you if he thinks your opinion is dog shit. If he thinks me sometimes like I just kind of laugh it out. Like I don't need to beef with everybody. Like if I don't feel the same way, sometimes I'll be like, all right, cool, and I'll just keep moving because I don't. Whatever. Like it's not that deep. Everything for Ted is that deep. That was the whole point. That's what we talked about in the Face app in the beginning of the show. I was like, this shit's just fun. I had fun with it. Ted's like, no, it's deeper.
It's deeper.
That's how he thinks about everything. That's the kind of person he is. And so not everyone's going to love the guy. Not everyone's going to hate the guy. He's a very, very acquired taste.
That's true.
You either love him or you hate him. You don't
Yeah.
really feel kind of in the middle because he has so many opinions. That's a lot of people. That's why a lot of people love or hate talk show hosts because their job is to talk.
I think, as a matter of fact, he actually commented on that.
He did it. He said, "I was cloned, and you might be being a bit of a pussy." Jesus.
Oh, Ted.
Joey Stonehouse said, "This comment made my day with the crying emoji." Pat J said, "I thought you were being soft and insecure." I don't know who Pat J's talking to. I don't know if he's talking to Teddy or that guy. Then Long 55, haha, it's all good, man. Just busting balls. You know I fuck with you, bro. So he knows.
Yeah.
Philly Plug, sounds like Ted put you in your place. Ted was just being himself. This is how he is in person, real as they come.
Yep.
And then he responded, sounds like he got all butthurt over a comment, not even on his own channel. Oh, well. Dang. Weird. It's a weird dynamic. Went back and forth there. To finish it off, Mike the Man, fucking legendary. Legendary spelled out phonetically. Enough said.
Love it.
And then
I love Mike the Man.
Fear and All, 1. Yeah or yes. Oh, it's Teddy with the skull, the snake, and the double high fives emoji.
I think that's pretty good.
Well, yep. We'll leave it on there. I think that's really good. Nice. Dude, we're getting out of here. We're a little under the time, and you're going to get out of here for work on time, Dal. This is the greatest day ever.
You think?
Today is the greatest. Yeah, Dal. That's we're getting out of here on time. Do you have anything more?
No. Did you want to read a comment or two from the Patreon? I think you said you might address. Were there?
Well,
any?
I was reading Dan's. Let me
Okay.
see if there's a
Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata, yeah, from
Nice.
UFC.
Yeah.
UFC referee. He came through. I don't see. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Good one.
End the show with this for you, Dal. No, dude, there's nothing.
I thought you were gonna do some Oasis.
What song?
Today is gonna be the day.
Oh, it's a different kind of today,
Okay.
but close. Oh, my man Stephen Ryan. That's the other one I wanted to read. Hold up, let me find this. Dal. That's for you.
Nice.
Stephen Ryan, that's what it is. Crazy about what happened to that girl in London on the electric scooter. Not sure what the regulations are like in the US, but in Ireland, we're required to have road tax and insurance for them because they're technically a mechanically propelled and considered a motor vehicle.
Wow.
I live and work in the city center and see a lot of them around, but have also seen them be confiscated by police. So far, been confiscated by police for riders that don't have tax and insurance. I think this works well for the most part, though, because it keeps the kids off them and keeps them safe. And the people that are willing to pay the tax and insurance are willing to become experienced riders. Probably also wear a helmet, all that kind of stuff. Look at that, dude.
Yeah, Europe is definitely, whether it's Ireland or whatever. Europe, man, they have a lot more quality control over their stuff. Where this is just one case, but dude, the way they their meats, their food, not healthier, but just done differently. When you come to the U.S., a lot of Europeans get sick, man, eating our food because of the preservatives and all those things. And you go to Europe, it's quite the opposite, man.
For sure.
So they're doing some good things over there. Can't hate on them.
No doubt. Let's end it on that note. Actually, Stringstein,
What's up?
what are we doing end of the week? You're leaving
Yeah, I leave at 4:30 in the morning Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yes.
We got to decide what we're going to do.
Don't get back until Sunday night at 10 p.m.
We're either going to miss a cast. We're going to do a cast with no video.
We
We're
should
gonna-
just
Damn
put
it!
up
I
a
got the day
poll.
off. Should we do a vlog?
Or should
Instead
you
of a
guys
cast?
just film part 2 of Dallas sneaker collection that day?
We're going to have to do something. Dang. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll figure it out. We may cast. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. And let's leave it on. Yeah. Oh, wait. Did you have some info, Stringstein?
Oh,
Do you have some shit you want to talk about? I forgot to ask about it in the beginning of the vlog. I'll take that L.
Take that L on the way out.
no. I just found out that I got accepted into Denver Health's EMT school. So
Oh, no shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
When
So
does that
that's-
start?
August 20th.
August.
Is that going to
20th.
affect the cast or no?
No, it's going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays, starting at 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. So-
Yes. Let's go. At least we're not taking any L's
Take that L on the way out.
over here.
No L's over here and only W's over there?
Yes.
Over
That's
the
very
string.
good. I like that. Let's end the show on a W.
Yeah.
We may or may not have a cast on Thursday, but we'll let you guys know. Oh, Pure Spectrum CBD.
Yes.
Shit.
Oh, good one.
20% off code,
Good
right?
catch.
Yes.
What's the info on it?
It is. So
Sorry, every time I say we're ready to go, we're never ready to go.
starting tonight at midnight, Pure Spectrum.
Or today, depending on when you're listening.
Yeah, no doubt. So tonight at midnight, I believe Mountain
What date?
Time.
At midnight. What is
Tonight, midnight.
22nd?
So it'd be the 23rd. So
23rd.
midnight, the
Yep.
23rd. For the full day, Pure Spectrum will be offering.
Tuesday the 23rd only.
You got it.
Starting at midnight.
You got it. Pure Spectrum will be offering 20% off your entire order with code MUP instead of the 10%. So they're doubling down on your discount. So if you're looking to get right, if you're looking to feel right, looking to get rid of some of that anxiety, looking to get your old lady some bath bombs so you can have a relaxing love tank filled night,
Yeah.
get your CBD.
I got to call up Roselli. My aunt, they load up on that.
20%.
Especially Roselli's been having, with the elbow, and he's been having some hand issues with some
dude.
joints in his hand. He rubs that salve on there. It's awesome.
So good, man.
Yeah.
I've got my feet, man. I've got like bad arches, so it's so great on the feet, man. Just relaxes them real nice, man.
Those
Headaches,
are the $17
necks.
New Balance.
Yes.
Really good for the arches.
No energy, but really good for the arches.
Pure Spectrum CBD. Save 20% instead of the normal 10% with the code MUP. Good all day the 23rd, midnight to midnight. Tuesday the 23rd.
Got it.
So check that out as well. And possible we'll see you fools Thursday. Possible we'll see you Friday. Or we're guaranteed we'll see you fools Tuesday.